And then also commit your plans to Lord first, because that's where you're going to get your help from. So listen, by you putting it out there in the universe, my friends, you making it very clear where your goal is and where your intention is. Hello? So awesome, 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 my friends. Let's write it down and make it plain. First $1,000 trading day. Let's go. 5% a day. I love these. Yes, wonderful. Now listen, I want y'all to understand one thing. We about to get it popping in here. We're about to have a good time. We're about to learn. We're about to get motivated. We're about to actually understand what the market does and how people are using this on a daily basis to generate wealth. Now, I want y'all to do me a quick favor. Did y'all know one thing? Did y'all know I was a teacher? Did y'all know that? Like, I legit was in the classroom for 15 years of my life. Hey, oh, y'all know my, okay. Hello. But did y'all know I'm still a teacher? Y'all stepped in my classroom. Y'all know that, right? Right? Y'all stepped into my classroom. Welcome to class. I hope you have your pen and paper. I'm gonna be checking. I'm gonna be looking on these cameras to see who's on point. Goes to my rules, because you already know when you come in. Hey, science teacher. Hey, hello, my fellow teachers. I know it's coming to the end of the summer. It's all good because you're gonna go into the school year with a new skill. Amen. You're gonna go into the school year with a smile on your face, because you say, hey, y'all don't know what I got in my back pocket. Y'all don't know what I got going on the side. Y'all don't know what I got going on at lunch break, recess, hello, after school. You get what I'm saying? Yo, the joy that you have when you acquire a skill set, no one can touch you. My principal can do nothing to wipe the smile off my face when I learn how to trade. So I'm excited to impart that on my teacher friends, my worker friends. Y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. So, as y'all are in my classroom, I have some rules. All right. As a teacher, I gotta lay down ground rules. First rule, please have your camera on, no distractions. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get to the information. You're gonna learn some skills. You're gonna be able to take some things away and be able to actually apply it. So just please be locked in. I see you, Greg. Marcellus, is that Marcellus Anthony? What's up? What's up? Hey, Michael. What's going on? Anytime I see a Michael, it's like I got my Michael. What's up, Bex? Is that I like that name. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hi, Nicole. Amanda, Beth, I see you. Child of the King of Kings, I like it. What's up? What's up? Esmeralda, good evening. Love the bangs. Hello, hello. Hi, good. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Harmony. What's going on? All right, I see my folks. Y'all locked in. I ain't have to tell nobody to turn their camera on. I love it. Y'all are on point. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Next thing, do me a quick favor. The team is gonna drop the link in the chat to this challenge here, or this class. I want you to go ahead and send it to a friend, because you're about to level up. You're about to learn something new, and they're gonna ask you, "What are you doing? How did you do this? When did you do this?" You're gonna have the receipts because you sent the text message thread. You already know how your phone can keep receipts. So do me a favor, grab that link, send it to a friend, and then comment done in the chat. So that when you're leveling up, they can't say that, oh, you ain't never shared, right? And wealth is better when you share it. So go ahead and grab that link and drop it and send it to a friend and then comment done. I see the dones in there. Thank y'all for executing right away. I appreciate y'all. Now, next thing I want you to do, next rule is to stay until the very end. Okay, stay until the very end. I'm going to give you a fast action sheet where you're going to have a one pager that's going to give you everything that you're going to need to get started. So just stay all the way to the end, and I'm going to give you that as a gift to help you get going. But y'all, the gift is going to be the info we're going to tap into. All right. And finally, final rule, y'all. Promise me you'll take away one gem, right? The information that my husband and I are going to share with you tonight has changed our life and countless of our students' lives. So the access that you have right now is going to be something that I just hope and desire for you to be able to tap into and add to your life. Right? The thing when we're trying to elevate, my friends, there's little moments. There's little inklings when you're like, "Oh, that was the shift. That was the moment when I got that one thing I needed." So I want you to be able to implement one thing and say, yes, I'm going to do that thing that I learned today. That's my other rule. Okay. Thank you. I see all the duns. Y'all are sharing. Awesome. They can't say nothing about you. Now, listen, All right, all right, all right. I see all the duns. Awesome, awesome, awesome work. I see you sharing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I want y'all to understand one thing. The system that we created was built for everyday families and like yourself. And I want to show y'all tonight how everyday families are using the market to generate wealth on a daily basis. All right? I have a promise for you tonight. By the end of this training, you will have a clear picture of how the stock market actually works, right? And exactly how everyday families like yours are using options to create a new stream of income. The thing is, you don't need a financial degree. You don't have to have a Wall Street background. You just need to be serious about it and actually have the information, okay? And like I said before, make sure you stay all the way to the end. I have a special gift for you to take away. That is going to be super helpful for you on your trading journey because it's going to be a one pager. And all the information that we've talked about tonight, you're going to be able to access it on that page, which is going to be super duper valuable. So make sure you stay all the way to the end so you can get that. Okay. Now, this is the thing. The reason you're here, and I always believe the people that I have met through the internet or in life, we are attracted because we are like-minded individual, right? You always wanted more for your family, but something just keeps getting in the way. It might be that extra bill, it might be that the job just ain't cutting it, which was my thing with my being a teacher, right? Maybe it's watching other people win and build wealth, and you're always wondering if that's even possible for someone like myself. But I want to make this very clear. You're not you're not lazy, you're not behind. The thing is the game just wasn't explained to you. Now, you probably tried this before, and I want you to be interactive with me, okay? Uh, wow. Okay, dang, Adrian, that's wild. Okay. Um, I want you to be interactive with me this evening, right? Can y'all do that for me? And I want to talk to y'all. I want y'all to get in here with me, okay? Let me know if you have fallen victim for one of these traps. So all you have to do is comment me in the chat once I have described the scenario, right? So let me know if you've fallen victim for the savings trap, right? You go ahead and you say, oh, I'll just save a little bit more. I will start a compulsory saving account. I will save all the coins. Oh, I'll do the dollar. Oh, I'll even do the budget sheet thing, right? But inflation is one thing, right? But the other thing that we do, how many of y'all have used that money before it could even grow to the number you really wanted to get to? Let's all be real, right? I know a lot of us right now probably have that dollar shoebox in the closet right now, or you got the change jar in the closet, right? But it never seems to get to that number that we want, ain't it? There's always a rainy day, right? For the yep. So who has fell victim for this one? The side hustle trap. Oh boy. Where you are like, oh, I got a skill. I can cook. People like my food. I can make some potato salad. What do people be selling the Parmesan bowl thingies, right? Or the Kool-Aid pineapples. Y'all see them things that be like, oh, I could do that. I can hustle. That's a little hustle. Hustle ain't nothing wrong with hustling, right? Or as teachers, my friends, right? My teacher friends, what do we do? Let me go work at a summer camp or let me tutor. Yeah. But this is the thing, my friends. What we're doing with the side hustle trap is that we're still trading our time for money, right? You have more hours, more hustle, but there's the same ceiling. I know that's right. Them summer camps ain't no joke. I already know. Did all the above. I hear you. This is the other thing. What about this? You have waited, and you have been watching, understanding what the stock market is, understanding that there's wealth creation happening over there, but you say it's not for me, right? They got taught by someone, or it makes sense to them. They understand math. I don't understand math. I didn't go to school for finance. And you're just like, I know there's something there, but I just don't know how to do it for myself, right? I was there too, y'all. I totally get it. Now, this is the thing. All right, I think I'm touching a lot of nerves here. I'm jumping on the nerves. If you've said me 3 times, you're like, all right, Taneisha, where we going with this? um, if you've looked into trading before, right? And it's all with love. It's all with love. It's all with love. If you've looked into trading before and you've probably run into this same premise, y'all. Let me know if this is you. If you've run into this in your journey. If you've looked into trading before and you're like, there's gurus, right? Gurus around here showing screenshot Lamborghinis. They're like, yes, look at my house. Look at this. Look at all the things I bought. And you're like, well, that's cool. But how do I learn or how do I get the money to buy the things too? Right? How do I actually understand how to gain wealth from the stock market? I'm cool. I'm happy for you and your stuff, but how do I do it? Or you're like, um, there's too much jargon, right? You're like, what's a Greek? What's an IV? You're like time decay. Oh, the indicators, the VWAP, the FIPS, all the things, and you're just like, well, yeah, that's a foreign language. Team too much for me. Okay. Or you go into the area where you have seen that, or you just think that, oh my gosh, I have to risk so much money. What if I lose everything? What if my money goes and it just poof, disappears, right? The thing with when it comes to trading or these gurus or whatever the case is, no one really explains how it actually works and how to manage that, right? So this is the truth, and I want to be the one to tell y'all there. Here's the truth that no one tells you. Trading education has always been built for people who have already spoken the language. Their grandfather traded, their father was in Wall Street hedge fund individuals, and they have a Wall Street pedigree, right? And have a finance background. It wasn't made for us, yeah? For the teacher, for the laborer, not the parents working, doing what they're supposed to do, not for our families, really and truly. But I want to make that clear. It's not a skill problem. It's really and truly a teaching problem and access to information. That's what the Trade to Wealth community was built to fix. The thing that I will teach you will help you generate wealth, right? As a teacher, and I'm being very much politically correct here because I lived it as a teacher. We do not teach kids to generate wealth. And my teachers can go ahead and speak to that too. We don't teach children to generate wealth. We teach them to be well-trained workers. And that's the simple fact of the matter. Now, once you are a individual that understands how to use the stock market as a wealth creator, guess what you now get to do? You get to be the starter for your family, right? You get to be the starter for your family and to change the trajectory of what has happened, what's going to happen in your legacy going forward. Now, I want to make this this fact here. Did y'all know this? That every month you wait is a month that the market moves without you, right? The market doesn't pause for you to feel ready. Every single day, everyday families are using our option strategies to generate income from their phones, from their kitchen tables. But the thing is, the only difference between them and you right now is the right education. Okay? Now, before we go any further, I want to make sure I introduce myself. I know y'all say y'all know me, and I want to make sure I fully introduce myself because I just love going in and getting started. But I want to let y'all know who I am and how I came to be here. My name is Taneisha T or Taneisha Haye, co-founder of the Trade to Wealth community. And I am from the small but mighty island of Jamaica, and I fell in love with the world of teaching very early on. I wanted my classroom so bad. And the Lord has given me the opportunity to marry my two loves of teaching and trading. And the community that we have built here has helped thousands of families to see what's possible when you have information, right? It's not only about the money, it's about the information to understand what the stock market is doing and how to use it to generate wealth. We want to make sure that each family has a person in their household, y'all, that understand what the stock charts are saying. Okay. Now, I am not a one woman wrecking ball like I might act like. I am a 50% of this duo, and I want to make sure that y'all understand that my husband is more than my right hand. He's the right side of my brain too. And I'm excited to make y'all acquainted to Coach Mike or Big Mike, whatever you want to call him. But he does not like to talk like that, y'all. And it's it's rare that he likes to jump on here, but I'm gonna make sure I want y'all to meet him real quick because he's one of your coaches that you will hear. But he's not a man of many words, but when he does speak, it's really, really, really good. So without further ado, I want to introduce my tall, dark, and handsome husband, Coach Mike, to the stage here. Yay, go, Coach. Boop,
Hey y'all,
boop,
hey y'all, good afternoon. I'm Mike. As she said, I'm a big introvert. I don't like this type of stuff. But trading has changed my life, changed our family's life. I take it very serious once I figured this thing out. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and that means the world to me. So I got into I got into trading. I was working construction jobs. I repaired pools. I delivered furniture, and I'm a pretty big guy. And I always my body was the reason I made money,
boop.
right? And then I hurt my back, and then at work, and as you see on these pictures here, it was tough for me because without my body, how am I going to make money? Right? So I was faced with like some real like situations, and then we found trading. As you see on the picture, this is me at work, making money trading at work, and I found this thing called trading, and it completely changed my life in the sense of I no longer have to put my body on the line to make money. And once I seen my first green day, I couldn't look back. Um, I'm very passionate about this thing because I think a lot of us don't get the opportunity to trade or don't believe that they could trade because I never thought it was possible for me. And it's crazy to say the things I say to be able to average $1,000 a day in the stock market. It's crazy because I never believed I could do it. But once I seen it, y'all, it's definitely possible, and we've helped so many people do that. And that's where we wake up every morning, getting to get to enjoy it, to be able for other people to see what we see and help other people trade with us live. They see it. A lot of people don't trade live. We enjoy these type of things because we impact so many people. With Taneisha being a teacher and me, I was an ex-athlete, so this is like my arena.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a big talker like her, y'all. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that's not who I am. Like big introvert. This is just perfect for people who just don't want to be behind the scenes. You can make a lot of money without
Yeah, ever being seen.
being seen. So I just please beg people to take notes, listen, take this serious, believe that you could do it. Can y'all put believe in the chat? I just if you believe you could do it, change your life, put believe. You first have to believe that you could do this thing.
Wonderful.
All
I
right?
love it. Love
You
it.
first you first have to believe you could do these things. And it's definitely possible. The stock market and in my world, because I'm a dude that has tattoos. I have tattoos everywhere, big guy. The stock market doesn't care what color you are, how tall you are, how if you're overweight, any of that stuff.
Let's go.
So once I found that and the playing field is even,
Let's go.
it was a no-brainer for me. So I just want everyone in here to take it serious. We're here to help. This is what we do. We enjoy it. It's fun. It's our passion. We get to do what we like. This is it's like a dream life.
Yeah.
I get to travel the world and make money traveling the world. We trade every island country we go. We're going to Jamaica what Friday. We just came from Puerto Rico. We've been Caris. I just go down the list. And our little couple goal is to pay for our vacation on vacation. So without trading, this wasn't possible. I have no boss. Once
Sure.
again, say that again. I have no boss. I don't have to ask no one for time off or to spend time with my family, when to eat or anything like that. I'll be in Jamaica Saturday. Hey, hit us up, Robert. We're gonna yeah, we coming Friday. We're there for 2 weeks. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm like I said, I'm not a big talker. You'll get the most out of me. I mean, if we're able to have the opportunity to trade live with us and learn, and we're very approachable. But yeah, here we go, man. Let's get it. Freedom. Once again, before I leave, put freedom. If you want freedom, because I feel when I mean I trading give me freedom. That's the most. It's not about, and this is the thing, y'all. We're grown. You see a lot of stuff on social media,
Yeah.
and they're selling stuff, and people are buying into these fancy things, the cars, and that's just not us. That's just not us, to be honest. It's for freedom. I'm able to drop my kid off to his we drop him off every single morning. So this is stuff that matters to me.
Mm.
It ain't the cars, it ain't all that. I get to drop my kid off to school every single morning and pick him up every single day. I drop him off to his classes, soccer, MMA, whatever it is. So I knew growing up when, our parents, like a lot of us, are never there
Because they're working.
because they're working. And
Hmm.
that's what,
We
like,
want the best.
that's what makes me happy.
Amen.
So for whatever reason is to find your why, y'all, my why was that I'm able to be a present father,
Mm. So
and that's
good.
all that matters to me. So that's pretty much it, man. I hope y'all have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Family first. Love that. Love that. Yeah. I told y'all he ain't a man of many words, but when he talk, it be good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, y'all, he's so modest. He didn't even talk about this is screenshots for May and June. Y'all, say way to go, Mike. Like that from his $300 screenshot working on site, right? To be able to, I want to be like mine, to be able to use the same skill set that we're going to teach you and generate days like this is what's possible for you in the future. So I love that. We love freedom. We want to believe and know that once you see something, this is one of the things that helped me get through and get to the next level, y'all, is that once I see somebody else doing it, best believe, okay, we can do this too. It's just you got to the information before I did. But once I get tapped into the information and now I'm able to execute, okay, all bets is off. All I need is the proper information, y'all. Right? So y'all ready for let's get to the info. Let's get to the proper info. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I want y'all to know that we are very much the same folks. Y'all see us here in here online and in real time. This is just a quick snippet from our get together with our family member. We call people family that we make money with because hey, that's the kind of family that I want to have, the ones that have the skill set to make money on a daily basis. So we went on a cruise in April with some of our friends that we trade with on a daily basis. And we want y'all to know that, like, it's not just a one-off situation. You locked in with us, you're tied in, you are with a community. We see each other on a daily basis. You hear our voices. So we get to know each other. We understand your wins, your woes, your struggles, your goals. And this is what community looks like when you have individuals that are grown, right? That we want to make sure that we are legacy creators and chain breakers, right? I wanted to be the shift in my family. I wanted to make sure Michael wanted to be the shift, and we also wanted to be the example for our son. So look where our baby is, right here in the mix, around a bunch of grown folks that know how to make money and actually enjoy this life that we have. We're not just here showing work, right? We're showing how we're able to take money that we work for and make the money work for us. Hello? Now, so this is the thing. We didn't build this for highlight reels. We built this for families like yourself. The whole purpose of the Trade to Wealth community was one mission, right? To make the stock market accessible, teachable, and transformational for everyday families. No trust fund stories, no Wall Street pedigree, just two people, right, who needed a better way. We found it and now we teach it, right? Now, I want y'all to do this. You don't have to take my word for it. This is real students that we have worked with, and I think this is the coolest thing here. Di is she's sweet, right? Di has her and her daughter trade with us, and I want y'all to understand that Di, when she wrote this, Di made 250 on QQQ, but I want you to know her daughter made $500 earlier that day. So if y'all are doing quick little math, that's 750 in a household. Now, I don't know about y'all if y'all have grown kids, y'all have grandkids, but instead of them saying, "Hey, can I get $20? Can I get $50?" You're like, "Well, yeah." I gave you access to the information for you to be able to go generate your own wealth. How powerful is that? Instead of them having to have their hand out all the time, you gave them, or you showed them the access to the information that's going to keep on giving. Hello? This is Miss Linda here. Miss Linda made 426 in a day, right? Make sure, yeah, made 426 in a day. So I want y'all to understand something. When we're talking about individuals that are winning, I want y'all to say congrats, Di. Congrats, Linda. Because you're celebrating their wins. And what the universe is recognizing is that you are putting out that positive energy and you will get that back. So we're celebrating. I celebrate everybody. Like, yes, when my students win, the wins, I celebrate them to the 10th power because y'all, that is accessing information that was never available to them previously. And now this is theirs, right? This is their information. This is their skill set that they can take anywhere and have access to for the rest of their life and has however long that they want to. Now, I want y'all to say, look at now $100 a day. So how does that sound, y'all? $100 a day, 150, $200 a day. That's something that we could get down with. I want y'all to look at this. Nikki was able to make 115 in a day, right? And this is Dante here. He was able to make about $200 in a day here too. And oh yeah, we have a cool 239 in a trading day. Now I want y'all to understand how many days are in a week. 5. How many weeks are in a month? 4. Quick little math here, right? So, my friends, are y'all getting what I'm putting down as far as what we can do as traders, as individuals that acquire a skill set? Nah, I don't need no extra hours at work. No, I don't need no overtime. No, I don't need to pick up a little side hustle. I have a skill set of trading. Ah, you got it, Coach Renee. A skill set that is mine, that no one can mess with my hours if they want to add me or take me away or give me or play the office politics. I open the stock market, I have my skill, I wait for my trade, I execute, and I go about my day. Yeah, okay, D Brew. Thanks for the quick math. Let's go. 20 days, $200 a day, that's 4 grand a month. Let's get it. Let's get it. And the only difference between these students and you is accessing the information. And guess what? You're going to get taught the same things that they're using on a daily basis. Now, once you just go ahead and just type "Congrats, Brandon," because this is wild. I want to read what Brandon sent over here to Coach Mike. And I remember this day vividly because this was the day we were heading to the cruise, and with the community. But look what he said. I ain't gonna lie, y'all really changed the game. I made $9,500 off of one. I like how he put it in bold letters. One trade in minutes. That one trade literally paid for my whole membership and then some. The knowledge I've been getting inside the inner circle is different for real. Y'all not just calling trades, y'all are actually teaching us how to understand what we're looking at, right? I'm grateful because this is the type of stuff people are charging crazy money for, and y'all really make it simple enough to follow. Don't tell anybody I said this, but y'all should really be charging more. Appreciate you, Mike. For real, this community is a blessing. Now, $9,500 is life changing, a wonderful life changing money right here, right? Because we've asked him this before. How much how many months did you have to work to make that? He was like, yeah, a good quarter, right? A good quarter of his life. He made it in one trade, right? So I want y'all to understand that this and all the other screenshots that you have seen are from students that have acquired the information that we teach, have traded with us live, and are executing on a daily basis. Yes. Now, you've seen trading content before, and I want y'all to understand that I am not that. Mike and I are not that. Anything that you have seen, y'all should have already feel the energy. It's a very different over here. And we have no problem being who we are, because we understand who needs this information, right? And the trading things you have seen, that's not us. The difference between us is very, very, very clear. Okay. We trade the main thing. before I even tell you that, let me ask you a question. If you were learning, and you could put yes or no. Let me give it clear directions, right? If you were learning how to do a new skill, something as important as trading, and your money, your real money that you have worked for is on the line on a daily basis, would you think it's valuable that you're able to trade with your coach, hear your coach's thought process, see your coach's screen, and ask questions in real time about a trade that you're possibly interested in? Put a yes or no if you believe that that would be valuable, right? Uh, if oh, does QQQ look good? How does Nvidia look? Is Nvidia giving us an entry? Do I get out here? How was this trade? So I want to make that very clear, my friends. Mike and I trade daily live with our students, okay? Daily, live. Like Mike said, if I'm in Curacao, I trade. If we're in Mexico, we're in Puerto Rico, we're trading. We're going to be in Jamaica, we're trading because we know how valuable it is for you as a trader or a beginner, intermediate, trying to iron out this skill set to actually have that real-time feedback. Hello, teacher. Okay. I teach a skill set and I want to be able to make sure that you are able to implement it. So that is how we do it in real time. Okay. So we trade live. The second thing, a lot of those folks don't trade live. And if they don't trade live, I don't know where they at. Just saying. Anywho, let's go into number two.
Shots taken.
Education first. We trade the New York session. Education first. We're big on education, right? As a teacher, it really let I know the difference between where you are and where you want to go is the information, right? This is where the transformation happens. There is no transformation when you are being fed plays versus understanding the execution. Hello? Eastern. There is no transformation that happens with you as a pupil or a student if you do not understand why you have taken this trade, why it worked or why it didn't work. Okay? And that is one of the things that I am very adamant about. I want you to be able to understand why it happened or why it didn't happen. That was my biggest thing as a trader in the beginning. I wanted to know why. Third, we built this from our very own struggle, right? What we have gone through, the thousands of dollars, the hours and hours of training, the hours and hours and blood, sweat, and tears that we have put into this market, right? Or into this program. We built this off of what we needed and we know will be helpful for you in your journey. So that's what we built this off of. And the thing that we wanted to make sure, if you're trying to get this skill set and iron it out and make it your own, you need one system. So that's why we have the one system called the Trade to Wealth Ladder, and we're going to go into detail of what that looks like, okay? Finally, if y'all, like I said, we're different here. We're rooted in faith and family. Like we're big on community. We're big on understanding that you need that accountability. You need that networking. So that's one of the biggest things that we have inside of our community here. So let's get into it, y'all. We got into this information, but I want y'all to do me a quick favor in the chat. Go ahead and put one trade away. One trade away. I want you to like really understand what you're saying right now, right? What you're saying is that you're one trade away from that financial goal that we talked about earlier. You're one trade away from accessing that skill set that you have desired to get you to the other side. You're one trade away to being that legacy creator and that chain breaker. Now, Mike had to see that for himself, right? And that one trade that he took unlocked the freedom and the lifestyle that we currently live today. But if we weren't able to take that one trade, y'all, we wouldn't see what this lifestyle is. We would not be able to have our 6-year-old understanding what the stock market is and how that he has options. So I want y'all to know it's not just it's one statement, but it means so much. It's showing you that it's only one trade. You're only one trade away from the next phase of your life, the one that you have desired for so long. And I want y'all to know, y'all not doing this by yourselves. Cool? So let's get into it, y'all. Um, What you're going to take away today, you're going to be taking away this here, the mindset that separates winners from everyone else, right? That's the biggest thing that you're one of the things you're going to take away today. Also, you're going to understand how the market actually moves. We're going to get into detail with that this evening. We're going to have a clear, repeatable path to your first and next confident trade and a proprietary wealth building ladder system, okay? Now, I have a quick disclaimer, and I want to make this clear before we go on. I'm going to cover as much as I can in this time that we have together, but my goal is to give you as much value as I possibly can, okay? Now, if you see a real potential in what we have shared today, we will have a special opportunity to continue learning with us beyond this session, okay? So that's why we'll stay to the end, all right? Now, I want y'all to know one thing. When y'all about to elevate and go to the next level, you can't have the same mindset you had, right? So I want y'all to understand you different. It's Tuesday at 7:41 and you sitting on here learning a new skill. You're already different. I want y'all to own that. Own that you're different. You already know that you deserve more and you just need a vehicle. You need a tool. You need that skill set. You're sitting here at 7:41. You probably worked today and you're still here working on yourself. One of the things that I want y'all to understand when you're in this process of building, growing, acquiring a skill set, you have your 9 to 5. And this is one of the things that when I had this thought, and you could take this with you, I had this thought that, hey, the 9 to 5, right? It can be tiring, right? But to get to the next level, my friends, you have to clock out for them and then clock in for you, right? So once you leave that 9 to 5, you clock in for you, right? You are working on yourself. You're figuring out something that's going to get you from that 9 to 5. Me time. Yes, it doesn't have to be the same 8 hours, but it's something where it's directed toward building you up, right? If it is meditating, if it's your affirmations, if it's studying, if it's reviewing your charts, if it is something that you're intentionally focused on developing you outside of them, because that 9 to 5 is working to build someone else's dream. When you clock in for yourself, you're building your own dream. You're building your own legacy. You're building up yourself. So make sure you don't let them tire you out. You whatever you got to do. If you I used to be in the parking lot. Can I give myself a I'm gonna get to the pillars. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all listen, let me tell y'all something. I used to sleep in the parking lot. I kid you not. After work, right? I used to give myself a 30-minute nap. Set my alarm. Because I couldn't drive. I was tired. I had to like literally take a nap to get ready because I already know I'm about to clock in when I go home. I want y'all to understand something. When y'all are elevating to the next level, you have to have a no quit. There's no room for foolishness mindset, right? When you're about to elevate. So now let's get here. Yep, meditation, self-care. So now when we're talking about pillar one here, the mindset that separates winners from everyone else. Most people, when they're trading, right? Or when they start to trade, most people fail at trading not because they're not smart enough. And I thought that, I don't know if you were thinking that you have to be super intelligent, you have to be math smart, or you have to be book smart, or have to have a finance degree. Yeah, I hated math. So I thought that too, but that's not the case. The real reason that individuals fail is because they have fear, right? It's not because, no, it's fear. The fear of more specifically, the fear of losing. Hello? Right? So I was super scared of losing, right? Because I'm a teacher. I'm only making $200 a day as a teacher, right? I have bills to pay. I have my child to take care of. I can't be over here risking the money that I had to work. I have that's allocated for something, right? But the thing is, a winner's mindset. I had to shift my mindset as a trader to understand that a winner's mindset understands that trading is a probability. Okay. The market doesn't reward the smartest person in the room. It rewards the most disciplined person in the room. Okay. Now, when it comes to the two sides, the two different mindsets that are in the market. A loser's mindset has the thought that, oh, I need this trade to win. Oh, I need to feel good about myself, or I need this to be right, right? And we don't want that mindset as a trader. Keep that in mind. This is very important. Okay. The winner's mindset understand that that trading is based on your rules and your system, right? And they're able to accept losses as a part of the game. And the beauty of the system that we teach you is that we're able to make those losses smaller and make our wins bigger, okay? That's the name of the game. And this is the thing when you're having a winner's mindset is that you need to be consistent, not right. That's the biggest thing between the winner's mindset versus the loser's mindset. Now, the millionaire trader's mindset, this is the thing. It's not about confidence, it's about clarity. You have a clear entry. When am I getting into a trade? When do I get out of a trade? When does this trade look like it's something worthwhile, or is it something that I need to sit out of? Okay? Now, when we're talking about rules, right? This you can screenshot this here. Your rules are going to be here to help safeguard you in the market. And if you don't have rules, you over here, that's not the way to go to be successful. Okay, so you can grab these in this moment here. Rule number one: never risk more than you're prepared to lose. Right? That's simply called risk management. And understanding, my friends, your risk to reward ratio is going to be super helpful. And I'm going to teach you that later on in this session. Okay. Rule number two is saying let your winners run, right? And cut your losses. What that means is if you're in a trade that is winning, it's going in your favor, you're able to maximize that win. A 20% trade can easily go to 50, 70, 100, 110, right? It could easily continue to go. But if you are unaware of that or unable to manage that, you'll cut your win too early. Or you are in the opposite direction, right? If the trade is going against you and you hold on for dear life, saying, oh my gosh, I hope it goes back. You now know how to cut your losses, get out 20% loss, 15, 10%, whatever the case is. And you understand that, hey, I cut my losses, but then I can possibly enter into another trade that's winning. The TCT system, the one that we're going to teach you, helps you maximize those potential wins and minimize those losses. Okay. Finally, rule three is to know when to trade versus when not to trade. Like today was ick. Yesterday was beautiful, right? We had folks making $1,000 in a day before 10:30. And today it was just like, but understanding and being able to visually see the cues of when to trade versus when not to trade is super valuable, right? Our system gives you a clear visual guide to know when to trade versus when not to trade. All right. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I get to this level of wanting to elevate and get to my next level, I have to tap into this next mindset of mine or this next level, right? I have to kick into another gear. So the gear that helps me, y'all, or the phrase that helps me is it has to work or it has to work. I want you to put that in the chat for me. It has to work, y'all. It has to work. If you go ahead and you give yourself, oh yeah, I might do this, or I might pick it up, or it might make sense, it might not. And you might just stay in the same place you was in 2026 and 2027, right? But if you give yourself, your subconscious understands that, oh, we locked in. They not playing. They're telling me this has to work. So guess what? When you tell yourself that or you take on that mindset, then things have to align, my friends. Your mindset shifts about the learning process. Your mindset shifts about the market and your ability. But if you give yourself an out or you say this ain't for me, then guess what? It's not going to be for you. But once you claim this, once you say, okay, I'm in the right room. Y'all feel like y'all in the right room? If you feel like you're in the right room, let me know. Put yes in the chat. It's okay if you don't feel like it, but if you feel like you're in the right room, it's okay. It is what it is. If you don't feel like you're in the right spot. Yes, if you feel like you're in the right room, man, I want y'all to understand the shift happens in the mind first. Since somebody wrote that in live trading, the shift happens in the mind first, where when you take on the mindset of I'm going to use this. I'm going to tap in and use this for the next phase of my life. I'm excited for y'all. I hope y'all understand. So, have y'all heard this that trading is gambling? Have you heard this before? Yeah, okay. Right? If you've heard that? Yeah, I see some yeses. Yep. Mm-hmm. But the thing with when somebody says that is that they just simply don't know how to trade. Like that's the simple fact of the matter. And there's a complete and clear difference between gambling and trading. And here's the difference, okay? Gambling is random, right? And trading is about probabilities. Okay? That's the thing. Put 50 on black for 50 on red. It's gambling. 50-50 chance, right? Or yeah. So when you trade now, my friends, you have a system. You should have a system. Should. When you have a system, you have a defined entry, you have a defined exit, and you have a defined risk, right? You now control your edge. Versus with gambling, that's luck. This trading is a skill set, and this is the key. A skill can be taught. All right. Now, I want y'all to say, congratulations, Gina. Like, congratulations, Gina. This is outstanding. And I love Gina still trades what she made on Monday, 1,300 Monday, yesterday. So this is a shot from Gina from yeah. I want y'all this I love seeing this because it's what's possible, y'all. This is crazy that real people are making this kind of money in real time. She was able to make $7,100 in an hour. So we trade the 9:30 market. We trade the New York market, right? And that opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And I want you to look at the timestamp because this ain't no fudge mudge mudge. Okay? It says 10:41 a.m. So the fact that she said, yes, I made $7,100 an hour, the timestamp is valid to her thoughts, right? Y'all, the fact of the matter is, individuals, real people who work, who have families, who have their day to day, who have kids, who have a dog, who have the cat, who have the chicken, are using the stock market on a daily basis to generate wealth, right? They are in the market using it. And I want y'all to know I was the person that thought it was far off and not for me. I promise you, right? I thought that the stock market or the charts would never make sense to me. But the fact that I am not only making the money in the market, but I'm able to teach individuals on a daily basis and guide them to P&Ls like this is amazing. And I want y'all to know the difference is what? The info. Type info in the chat. The only difference between where Gina is and where you are is the information. Info will change your situation. Info unlocks doors that you thought were not accessible to you previously. You are able to now be analyze things that you never thought would make sense to you. You're able to hold conversations about stocks, ETFs, indices, different assets that you thought that was only available for certain people. But I want y'all to know one thing very, very clear. They let the wrong person learn how to trade. The wrong couple learn how to trade because more individuals need to see this. As an elementary school teacher and more in only Title I schools, I've really only taught in Title I schools, and Title I schools mean low income communities. And the one constant that I saw was financial worries, right? I had to buy pajamas, I was buying food, I was combing hair, I was buying school uniforms, backpacks. And I wanted to say I can impact in the classroom, but how can I make a bigger impact? Empowering the parents, right? Empowering the parents with a skill set that will add a stream of income, will add a sense of confidence, will add a sense of, hey, I can do this too, right? So this is let's go on to pillar two, y'all. How does the market really move? So the stock market is simply the world's largest ownership marketplace, right? So you simply want to have, if you want to take ownership into a specific company, you would go ahead and purchase shares of that company, right? So traditionally, when you hear about the stock market, this is the only way that you have thought about it. If that was you, like say me in the chat, if you options is brand new to you and you're like, the only way I know about stock market is if I buy a share of Tesla or I buy a share of Google, and the only way that I make money is if it goes up, right? That's the only way that yeah, the stock market makes sense. How many of y'all be true? Tell that, we say this in Jamaica, tell it, or we say this in general, right? Tell the truth and shame the devil, right? How many of y'all just put money into your Robinhood? I was like, I hope it is it working? I think is it doing a thing? I think the little green line is moving up. I think that's good. It's okay. It's okay. See, you're among friends. You're not the only one, right? But guess what? Gone are the days when you don't understand what's happening. Not proudly. Gone are the days when you don't understand what's going on. No more. After this day, no more. Okay. Now we know that. See, good. You're among friends. With the stock, you own shares of that company, like traditionally. So the only way you make money is if it goes up, and if it goes down, you're like, oh my gosh, right? Those you're sad. But when it comes to options, you're buying the right to buy or sell this particular stock by a certain time, and you don't own the stock, right? You don't own the stock. We think of it as you're renting it. Okay. Now, this is where everyday families are actually using options, not just stocks, to generate wealth. When it comes to options, the beauty of trading options, you're able to make money if the price of the stock, excuse me, if options, the stock prices go up and not or if they go down. So when it comes to options trading, we're leveraging the movement of these blue chips companies or these bigger stocks, and we're able to make money in a green market, prices going up, and a red market if prices going down. The beauty of options also is that you do not have to have a large capital, right? Traditionally, if you're purchasing, say, a share of Tesla, you need to have at least $300-400 for one share of Tesla, right? Now, when it comes to the benefits or making that share actually make money, you need a whole bunch of shares for it to make sense. Now, when it comes to options, we're able to leverage these larger companies because one option contracts gives us control of 100, what would be equivalent to 100 shares of that particular stock. So when we get that movement, y'all, our investment is multiplied extreme by a large amount. This is why options is a beautiful way to get started as a trader. Now, the thing when it comes to options is that you actually have to have a system to know when to get in and get out of the trade. This is the thing when it comes to your brokerage, we've talked about some of them, right? We've talked about Robinhood, we've talked about Webull, we've talked about TradingView, excuse me, Thinkorswim by Charles Schwab, Fidelity. They all should have a platform or a functionality called paper trading. Okay. The thing that paper trading does is that it simulates the market, right? It gives you that practice in the market without actually buying or using your real money. So think of it as monopoly money. So if you are practicing your brokerage or your system, you would be using paper trading. And Mike and I really and truly suggest as a beginner trader or getting used to the system to paper trade. The reasons are the benefits: zero risk, right? Because you're not risking your real money. You get to actually practice your strategy. You get familiar with the platform, buying and selling your contracts, and you get to build confidence on your entries and your exits in that particular system. Okay. Now, there's a beautiful thing called a prop firm. Okay. So what a prop firm is a company that gives you access to capital. Okay. This is a wonderful way if you do not have a lot of capital to begin and you're going to be able to use the firm's money to trade, right? You don't have to use your own money. And this is the thing, the profits are shared between the trader and the firm. Okay. And this is the thing when you're using the prop firm, the trader sets the risk limit and the firm sets the risk limit and provides you with trading. The whole thing when it comes to prop firms is that you have a small investment in the beginning to get that prop firm account. Then you're able to access a larger account, right? And then you're able to trade and you split the proceeds between you and the firm. Okay. So that's what a prop firm is. Now, when it comes to going forward as a trader, I want y'all to know you don't need to know everything about options. You don't need to know a whole bunch of vocabulary words, all of the things, all the tickers. You just need to know these three things. You ready to learn the three things? Comment ready down in the chat for me. Go ahead and type ready for me. Type ready for me if you're ready to know what those three things are. Ready, 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 ready. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, let's get it. Let's get it. Hmm. Now, so the first thing you need to know is what is a bullish market? What is a bullish candle? And this is going to be essential because it's going to then identify what type of contract or what kind of trade you're looking to take. Okay. So when we're looking at a bullish market, you believe that you see prices going up and you believe it's going to continue to go up. Then purchase a call contract. So when we're thinking about a bullish market, it really does coincide with the bull in nature because the bull has horns and it strikes up, right? So think of that ole up, okay? My other thing to remember when you're thinking about a bullish market or what type of contract you're purchasing. Let me give you a scenario. We know that Elon Musk is the creator of Tesla and CEO, right, of Tesla. So when it comes to Tesla, we hear the news that they have made an agreement with the US company or the US government, and they're going to be providing all of the police cars are going to be Teslas. This is not real news, disclaimer, not real news. This is just an example, right? They're going to provide all the police cars to the US government all over the United States. And they have signed this amazing contract. Guess what Tesla stocks do? Shoot to the moon, right? It's just rocket off, pew, going to the ceiling. Higher highs, just going higher, right? Bullish. So we look at it and we're like, "Ooh, I want to get into this." If we see it trending up and we want to get into that, we would purchase a call contract. So guess what you do with your phone? You call your friend. You pick up the phone to call your friend and be like, "Hey, y'all, look at Tesla. Tesla is rocketing. Get you some Tesla calls, right?" So when you're interested in a call, you see prices moving up and you believe it's going to continue to go up, you purchase a call contract. Now, the second thing you need to know about is a bearish market, right? Bearish roar in nature, bear strike down. So you would be purchasing a put contract, right? Bearish down red, right? Prices dropping, prices going lower. You see that price starts to drop and you believe it's going to continue to drop. You purchase put contracts, and when your put contracts go into profit, that's when you make money. Now you remember you was on the phone with your friend talking about Tesla, right? You're like, oh, it's rocketing up. I got me some call contracts. And then you now get a tweet and you're like, president, president, right? He tweets that, yeah, that's not real news. I didn't say that. That's a lie. This what happens to the Tesla stocks. Plummets, drops, right? Drops, drops, drops. Investors are getting scared. They start selling and you now are interested in purchasing puts. You say to your friend, all right, I'm about to go because I'm about to purchase some put contracts. What do you do when you're done with your phone call? You put down the phone. So now you're interested in purchasing some put contracts because you see that price is dropping and you want to take advantage of that down move. So you purchase put contracts when the price does move in the direction in your contracts favors, then when your contracts gain value and you're able to sell at profit. So that is bullish, bearish, bullish, green up, bearish, red down. Okay. The third thing you need to know, the market moves, if the market moves in two phases, right? It's three phases, up, down, and this way sideways. So this is a choppy market. The market is moving sideways, okay? Now, when it comes to the market moving sideways, we don't trade here, right? Price is not moving higher, it's not moving lower, it's just moving sideways. And this is where you would get your money chopped up. So we are to be able to identify if price is moving higher or lower, or if it's staying in this chop. Now, let me know if you were able to follow bullish, bearish, choppy. If you're able to follow those three things, I think you kind of you in there, right? Say I'm in the chat. I'm in. If you were able to follow that, my friends, some things are clicking, right? It's starting to make it's going to get clearer as you go. I hope y'all are, like I said, those are the three main things you need to understand in regards to the options market, right? Bullish, prices moving up, bearish, prices moving down, choppy, sideways, consolidation, range, not going higher nor lower. Okay. Now, the market has changed, right? The market has definitely changed since 2015 or back in the day. But the one thing I want y'all to understand is that with this president in market, okay, with this president in office, I keep saying market, but he's in office. But if y'all are in the market, y'all know he definitely in the market, very much in the market. So I think that's why my subconscious is just like, yeah, bro, he in the market. I say it all the time and I'm like, let me switch it, but it's true. That's my opinion. I gotta put disclaimers. That's my opinion, okay? But emotions still drive the market to its core, right? We're still gonna have investors that are fear driven, that makes moves. But this is the edge. Y'all want to know what the edge is as a trader in 2026 is that execution and discipline is still key, right? Being able to execute a trade and having the discipline to know how to trade is still key, right? Now, the trade to wealth community teaches one system. I want y'all to know that. When it comes to our system, it's in three phases, right? Three phases. The first phase is to learn the market, how it works, reading the chart, managing your risk. The second phase is actually understanding your entries and your exits, the option, how to actually use options to capture short-term moves and actually generate wealth. And then finally, step three is having the right mindset as a trader. Okay. You need that trading psychology, and that's what separates a consistent trader from an emotional one, because mastering your mindset matters just as much as mastering your strategy. Okay. Now, I want you to say congratulations to Noble. Noble was able to make $1,000 in a day, and Braun was able to also make 7K in a day also. So, y'all, this is what is, like I said, possible when you have the information, when you actually tap into what it is to know how to trade. Now, I want y'all to understand when somebody says they are able to make $1,000 in a day, or they're able to make $7,000 in an hour, $9,000 in one trade, $200 a day. I want y'all to do one thing for me. Say, I'm next. Hello? Hello? Who next? Say, I'm next. Because I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for you, Noble. I'm happy for you, Linda. I'm happy for you, Brandon. I'm happy for all y'all. I'm even happy for you, Coach Mike and Coach T. But I'm here for me. Hello? I'm here for me. I want to be next. I want my screenshot, right? I want my screenshot. I want to show my friend, y'all, look what I made. Let me tell y'all, ain't nobody can tell me nothing. Can I have y'all a moment real quick? When I was in my classroom, I'm recorded. This recorded. Oh well. When I was in the classroom, I would trade. What else am I trade? Right? I would trade. And can I tell you, when I make my 150, my $200, and I'm walking down the hallway, I'm just smiling. You know the kind of joy that has when you know that you have a skill set that nobody can bother you about. The principal can't bother you, the assistant principal, the manager. No one can bother you or affect that because that's yours. That's your skill set, right? That's mine. I can open this laptop. I can turn on the charts. I can discern what's a good man. Y'all ain't getting this. It's bringing me back to the class. Y'all don't understand the joy that you unlock when you give yourself back that type of control. When you own your time, when you own your freedom, when you own your skill that no one can touch. Can I tell you how they called me to the office to tell me I heard you was trading? I said, and what, you think I'm gonna stop? Y'all know what I get paid? I got called to the classroom, and I'm saying this to say, not to be like, whoop, 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 look at me, is to say there's a point where you have to say, I refuse to be average. I'm not like these other folks that walk around here smiling because you gave me some extra overtime. I'm not average. I have never been average. I refuse to own that into the next year. I refuse to live the same way I've been living. When I see what, people say, "Oh Lord, I see what you are there, you're doing for them. Bless me." Help yourself, friends. Help yourself. You're not here by accident. You're not here by accident. You're not under the sound of my voice. You did not click on this thing. Register, sign on, come on to Zoom, tell the kids to be quiet, turn off the phone to go back and be average tomorrow. Just saying. It's not by accident that you're here. The joy that you will receive when you tap into the freedom and that's what I want for you more than anything above all the things is for you to understand that this is something that can and will change your life. You just need to tap into the info. Y'all brought me back to the classroom. Y'all brought me back there. That was funny. Like I really like I instantly went back to seeing. I made the trade, had to bring my kids to the lunchroom, and I was walking in the line with them, just smiling from ear to ear. Because before that, I did not have a way out. Like I did not have something to look forward to. I look forward to Mondays now as a trader. I look forward to Mondays now as a trader. And y'all gonna be them folks too. Okay? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it. I love it. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Okay. So, pillar 3. Mm, that's the Deidre. I love that. I love that. Yep, yep, yep. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Amen. Amen. So, pillar 3 is a clear, repeatable path to your first and next confident trade, y'all. Ooh. This the part. Okay. So, Mike, don't let me tell y'all this. So, we trade on a daily basis. And because I knew that y'all were going to be amazing folks and be an amazing classroom, which y'all have done thus far, I appreciate y'all have been active. Y'all have been in the chat. So way to go to you. Way to go to you for being active and staying on point, and the energy is flowing, the information is going. So congrats to you for being amazing thus far. But I want to give y'all something here. My exact checklist that we use to trade every day. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. Um, Mike, I'm telling the sauce, okay? I'm telling the sauce, y'all. This is the sauce. This is our exact checklist that we check off to take a trade. Now, I want y'all to do one thing so Mike don't be like, "Girl, what are you doing?" Put apply in the chat because I want to make sure that he knows that y'all about to apply it, y'all about to use it. You're about to actually do the thing and not look at me like I'm Raising Cane or a show that y'all watching. What show y'all watching now? Y'all ain't watching me like a TV show. Y'all are about to actually shy, okay? Y'all ain't watching me. Y'all about to apply this, right? Y'all about to actually use this and tap in and do it in order, right? Um, right. Said Kanan's still healing. Oh Lord. Um, Do it some rants. I don't know that one. So, okay, this is my exact strategy that we use on a daily basis, the checklist. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, step one. Step one. Step one. Now that we lock it in now. We learning. This is the notes part. If y'all have not been taking notes, you should have a lot of notes by now. If y'all was actually taking notes. Now, this part y'all need to be like, yep, scribble, 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 let's go. Okay. Now, and I'm not staying long on all these. Um, ooh, whoa, I don't do that. Number one, the overall market trend, right? In what direction is the market trending in? Okay. Good job, John. What is the overall market trend? What direction? Now, we were talking about call versus put, bullish versus bearish. Y'all should remember now, did y'all know y'all about to take a quiz? I want you to put a C or a P. C stands for call, P stands for put. If you were in the market and you were looking at this, what type of contract would you be interested in purchasing, C or a P? Right, 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 right. Let's go, 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 let's go. Yes. I'm looking at them TikTokers like, yes, very good. If you put a P in the chat, you are on point. If you put an O, I understand it's right next to the P on the keyboard. I know what you were trying to say. I get it. If all right, if you put a P, good. And I see the bearish also very good. It isn't a bearish trend. Price is making new lows. It's getting lower. So we are interested in finding an entry to the downside. Okay. And we are interested in purchasing a put contract. Once we purchase a put contract and price does continue to go down, our put contracts then gain value. Okay. Good job on that one. Now, in this one here, if we're looking at this chart and we're looking at price and we're interested in getting into a trade, what type of contract would be interesting to put? C or P? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. C or P? Yes. C stands for call, P stands for put. So if we're interested in this trade, we see prices moving up. It's making new highs, then we're interested in purchasing a possible call contract. Once we get in those call contracts and price continues to move higher, then our contracts do gain value. Yes, you get an extra star for that bullish. Very good. Yep, you got it, Angie. Now, the thing is, contrary, you remember how I'm showing you purchase a call or a put. Call in an uptrending market, put in a downtrending market. I want you to notice we're not purchasing any contracts for what? The choppy market, because that's sideways. We are not trading in the sideways. We try to avoid that sideways ranging consolidation moment there because that's where your money gets what? Chopped up. Yeah? Got it. Very good. Very good. Okay. Sideways, no trade. You got it, Gina. Very good. Very good. All right. Y'all are following. Very good. Very good. Okay, see, Marie, I see you. Now, number two, the second step is we're looking for if the stock is showing strength or weakness. Okay. Step two, or check number two, is looking if the stock is showing strength or weakness, right? Now, when it comes to the weakness or strength, to show that the stock is showing weakness, what we're looking for is that price closes below half of a red candle. Okay. Price is closing below half of a red candle. When we're looking at a standard candle or a standard stock, it's closing above half of a red candle. Okay, that's what standard is showing. Now, the final way for us to show that it's showing strength is that it's finally able to close above the price of a red candle. The candle is able to close above the open of that red candle. Okay, so that is the difference between the weak stock versus a strong stock. Okay. Now, number three, step three is my favorite, and I absolutely love support and resistance. Reason being is the teacher in me just wants to know the why. Why did the stock stop here? Right? Why did it bounce here? It was moving, and then all of a sudden it found some area where it had a hard time. What is going on? So when I discovered or understood or finally learned about support and resistance, I was hooked. And now this is my favorite part of trading, is understanding and finding levels. I find levels for my group every day. So finding levels is my favorite thing. Now, when it comes to support resistance, right, where you currently are, there's a floor. If you would jump on that floor, you would not fall through, right? So you could jump, 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 and you would find resistance. Or if you threw the ball down, it would bounce up. Think of that when it comes to stock charts and candlesticks. Candlesticks are able to find areas of support where price once was falling, and when it finds that level of support, it's unable to continue to fall, thus creating a level of support. Now, when it comes to support levels, what do we do with them as a trader? Well, if we're interested in a play to the downside, remember price for a put for a down play, we want it to continue to fall. Now, if we're in a down play and we find a level of support, what are we seeing that support does? If price gets here, it may what? Bounce up. So being aware of the support level is important to us because of the fact that, hey, we want it to continue to go down. So what do we do when we get to those support levels? We use them as profit targets or areas to get paid for the work we've done thus far. Other thing we can use for these support levels is to wait for price action to actually break those support levels to then get an entry. So it's just aware, just being aware of that level. Now, the next thing, yep. Now, the next area or the next level that we're interested in is going to be a resistance level, right? The resistance level is the ceiling. If you are wherever you are, there is a ceiling above you. If you throw a ball up, it would bounce down, right? Price may bounce down. And what resistance level, how does it come into play when we're trading? If we're in a call position, right? We remember price needs to continue to rise. If there's a resistance level, price may have a hard time and not break through. Or if we want to be able to take a play to the upside, we wait for a break, retest of that resistance level. It's when a resistance level was formed, it's finally broken, it needs to now turn into a level of support. Okay. Now, if you are able to pay attention to or understand support is floor, resistance is ceiling, say me in the chat. If you're able to follow along and say, okay, yeah, I understand that. Support floor, right? Price is unable to continue to fall. Resistance ceiling, price is unable to continue to rise. Me being able to be aware of those and then react accordingly. Okay. Now, the thing when it comes to support and resistance level, my friends, they're important in our trading. But the main thing I want y'all to understand when it comes to this is that um, these levels are going to be very helpful when we are trading. Okay. And there are different ways to find them. We look on the hourly chart. There's different ways to find them. But that's step three there. Mm. Now, the ORB is the step four for me. Step four. Step four is the ORB. All right, y'all. So step four is the ORB. ORB simply stands for opening range breakout. Okay. Opening range breakout. So the question that you ask yourself when we get to this step four is, has price broken the ORB yet? Has price broken out the opening range breakout? Now, the opening range breakout is simply a level of support and resistance, right? The opening range breakout, low and high. What the opening range is, let me tell y'all, okay? We're trading the New York session between 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 9:45. That gives us that opening range. Just think of that. You see that time block, okay? Now, in that time block, there are candlesticks forming. They're moving high, they're moving low, they're creating highs and lows, yeah? During that time frame, when we have the highest point that price made during that time block is going to be the ORB high, right? Now, the low of the first 15 minutes is going to be the ORB low. So during that 9:30, 9:45, price made a high, the highest point. So it moved up and down all that time between that 9:45, 9:30, 9:45, and it made a low. Now we have a resistance, ORB high. Now we have a support, ORB low. Okay. So once we now have the ORB high and low, now we're looking for a bullish opening range breakout or a bearish opening range breakout. The bullish opening range breakout is when price is able to break out the ORB high. Okay? Break out the ORB high and create a move to the upside here. Okay? Now, once price is able to break through the ORB high, we're looking. Let me get a bonus quiz. What type of contract do you think you would be purchasing if we get a break of ORB high? C or P? Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. Y'all did amazing, but I feel like I'm teaching y'all good stuff. So I think that's what's happening here. Good. You'd be interested in possibly purchasing a call contract. Very cool. Now, when you're looking at the bearish opening range breakout, price is able to break and hold below the ORB low and give us a possibly entry to the downside. What kind of contract would you purchase? What do you think you would purchase, C or P? Mhm. Hmm. Very good. Very good, very good. Possibly a put contract, yes, depending on your entry. But this is one of the things that we are able to step for to see if we're broken out of that opening range, right? Are we trending? Are we making new highs? This also will coincide with step one of showing us in which direction is price trending. If it breaks the high, 9 times out of 10, it's trending up. If it breaks the ORB low 9 times out of 10, it's trending down. And if it doesn't, then you don't trade it, right? Then it's in that what? Consolidation choppy moment because it's inside of the high and the low. This is why we look at it for those ideas for where what price is doing. Yep. So then this is the step I think a lot of traders miss and or do not pay as much attention as they should to. And this is what we're looking at here. Okay. We're looking at what is the maximum risk on this trade. Okay. What we're looking at now, what is the maximum risk on this trade? Now, what we're talking about here is that risk to reward ratio. Remember, we were talking about the rules earlier on, the three rules you need to have. This is where this comes into play is understanding your risk to reward. Now, this is big for you as a trader to know, is this trade worth your time? Okay. You didn't get up, you didn't learn the skill, you did not sneak in your classroom or, to trade to risk to trade to make trades that are not in your favor, risk to reward wise. Now, what we're looking for when it comes to a risk to reward ratio that makes sense is a 1 to 2 or higher risk to reward ratio. 1 to 1, think of that as 50-50. Okay. So what that means is you're risking $1 to make $1. You're risking $100 to make $100, right? So that's 50-50. Now, I'm glad you're here, Philip, right? Now, when we're looking here, what we want to see is the risk to reward ratio to be lean towards your favor. We want a smaller risk and a bigger reward. Okay. So what we want to see here is that if we are risking $1, we can make two. If we risk $100, we can make $200. Okay. So we want a smaller risk and a bigger reward. I know your question now is going to be like, Taneisha, how do I define that? Well, that is our system. The TCT system that we're going to teach you is how you're going to be able to define your entry, right? Your desired target and your stop loss. So your desired target is going to be where the reward is, and your risk is going to be your stop, where you're going to get out of the trade when price goes if price goes against you. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to know as a trader. Hey, yes, you might see an entry, but does the risk to reward check out? Is it worth you getting into it? If it is not a 1 to 2 or minimum 1 to 1 or higher, then you are going to be risking more to make less. And that's not what you got into trading for. We want to risk less and make more. Okay. Now, finally, what is my target? Where is my level that I'm desiring for the area where I'm going to take off risk or sell some of my contracts in profit so that I can get paid for the work I've done thus far? Okay. So when it comes to our targets or our profit targets, I know you're going to probably ask where you get these from. You get these from your hourly levels. You get these from strong levels of support and resistance. Okay. So you have these levels clearly defined, right? And you have your entry. So we have our entry, we have our stop loss, right? Where if price goes against us, where we're going to get out, and we have our profit target. Once we get our entry and price goes into our favor, as you can see, the green area is where your contracts are now in profit. And then you take profit here. Taking profit simply means to sell off the contracts or some of your contracts to get paid for the work that you've done thus far. Now, there are two reasons to get out of a trade. Two reasons to get out of a trade. One is when it hits your target, and also another one is where it hits your stop loss. Those are two reasons to get out of the trade. Obviously, the one in taking profit, you get paid, and the one in stop loss, you're losing. But this is the key. I want you to see. This is the difference between traders that understand a system, traders that have a defined entry, traders that have an edge. Your stop is smaller than your possible win. And this is the key here, okay? Your stop, your loss should be smaller and your wins should be bigger. Now, let me know if, oh, hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks you. Appreciate y'all. So I want y'all, thank you, because I'm like, I don't want to be over here going ham. All right. Hello, hello. Mic check. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Thank y'all for letting me know. Appreciate y'all. Alrighty, so this is the final step is where you're able to actually understand your targets, where you want price to go. And like I said, so if you were able to follow steps 1 through 6, which is my secret sauce and what we trade on a daily basis, say got it in the chat for me. Say got it in the chat for me. If you're able to follow me from step 1 through 6, all those steps where you were able to get my checklist, my secret sauce, what I'm looking for, what Coach Mike and I are looking at every day to actually take trades, put got it in the chat for me. All right. Awesome, 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 awesome. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, bet, bet, bet. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, all right, all right. No worries, no worries, no worries. So um let's go on to pillar 4. Let's go on to pillar 4, okay? Now, with the trade to wealth ladder system, this is where we're able to actually build wealth on a not just a nucleus basis where you're just focused on trading. That's a wonderful way, and that is the daily thing that you're going to be able to do. But there's multiple ways to actually build wealth, and we're going to make sure we highlight a bunch of them. Um, so this is where we have a four part system here. We have a four part system here. And with this four-part system, right? With this four-part system, you're able to actually use different avenues to generate wealth. Okay? You're able to use 4 avenues to generate wealth. Okay. Now, when it comes to the first avenue, and I want you to clearly understand what this looks like. And if you do not have this, this should be that one thing that you take away from tonight if you do not have this. Okay. Now, if you have not opened a high yield savings account yet, you are doing yourself and your family a disservice. Okay. And this is where you have a safety net of money that is generating 4 to 5% interest on a annual basis. Now, I we talked about this earlier about, you have the dollar savings bin in your closet, or you have the coin bin, or you have a savings account right in your at your bank, and you're getting 0.00% interest on that. But a high yield savings account actually gives you a way to generate income with the money just sitting there. Okay. Now, the thing with a high yield savings account is you're earning money, um, and you're getting paid untraditionally, where you would just save the money and you're not getting any money. In the high yield savings account, you actually earn your money is working for you while it's there. Okay. So the thing with the high yield savings account, there's no market risk because your balance does not go up or down like the stock market, right? It's just the money that you put in there and you get paid on the money that is in there. It's a great way to have another emergency fund, and it can help you while you're still growing your trading account. I want to tell y'all a quick story about how I got into a high yield savings account or even understood what it was. When I had my son, right, and we were about to have our baby shower, I opened a high yield savings account for him, right? Because I wanted to make sure any money that I got for him while he was unborn or, growing up, that it would be his. I didn't want to get any of the money and like spend it. And then I'm like, oh, where did all that money go from his baby shower, first birthday, whatever the case is. So what I did was when I knew I was having a child, I opened a high yield savings account, and I wanted to make sure that he actually had something right? So not only does my son have a high yield savings account that has been growing before he was born, but and I'm getting paid on that every year. He also has a brokerage account. So because I had money that I was saving for him before he was born, I was then able to also use some of that to open his brokerage account. So he has two wealth created, wealth generating accounts, and he's not even 7 yet. Okay. All right. So this is okay. Thanks, Cheryl. So this is I want y'all to understand one thing. If you have not done anything yet today or have not done this yet, go ahead and click on one of these and let me know which account or which high yield savings account you plan on opening for yourself this evening. Okay? Mhm. So fine. Okay. So this is it. Okay. SoFi. All right, all right, all right. Let me know the account that you're looking at because SoFi is saying that it's going to give you up to 3.8% interest for a 50 to $400 direct deposit. And that is the going rate has been between that 3.8 and 3.5% interest. So I want to bless somebody this evening. I want to bless someone this evening. Once you have applied or opened, you don't even have to fund it. Just open your account and say done in the chat. We're going to give away $200 to help you either fund your high yield savings account or fund your trading account. Yeah. I want to make sure that someone here goes away with, like I said, you're going to get some gems up in here, but I want to make sure you actually walk away with something. So go ahead and let me know once you have clicked on it and applied for the account, like actually applied for it. Click tell me done in the chat, and then we'll have a giveaway. Whichever one you would like. I think SoFi, like you said, SoFi is one of the more popular ones, or the ones that are that's giving you a cash back. But SoFi is really, really good. Amex is a good one too, but that's 3%. So we go with a higher percentage, 3.8, right? One more bang for our buck. So I want to make sure our best, like I said, we're gonna bless one person. We're gonna do a giveaway later on. And yeah, if you already have one, you can definitely have more than one. You can definitely have more than one. And this is the thing. How cool would it be if you have a compulsory high yield savings account for that child of yours, right? You have that child, you have that grandchild. When they come of age, you're not, oh yeah, let me give you $100. No, let me give you a high yield savings account that I've been putting $20, $50, $100 in, and now I'm able to hand that over to you. It's not only just the money, it's the power or the knowledge of wealth creation, right? I think that is more powerful than just saying, oh yeah, let me give you a $100 gift card, $500. Nah, this is an account, right? That's going to show them that, man, I actually did something for you. All righty. So I see a lot of duns in the chat. I think I gotta that's very, very okay. That's amazing. I see a lot of duns. Congratulations on tapping in. And let me know which one you have done. If you did SoFi, Valley Direct, Amex, Chime, let me know which one you are or tapping into. Okay, SoFi. Okay, I see a lot of SoFis. Cool, cool, cool. And Amex. Alrighty. Wonderful. SoFi, Amex, Chime. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, SoFi. Now I'm seeing that there's Valley Direct. Okay. Yeah, that 4% looking good, right? That's cool. Fidelity has, okay, cool. All right. Yeah, Mike just told me that he sees a lot of duns in the chat. He sees a lot of duns in the chat. So he's just like, okay, one is not going to be enough. Let's go ahead and fund two accounts. Let's go ahead and fund two accounts. We'll pick two winners. We'll pick two winners. Okay. So we'll pick two winners who signed up for their high yield savings account. Let me know when you have done it in the chat, and then we'll announce the winners before the end of the class. Alrighty? All right. Wonderful. Okay, let's go on, continue on to the next rung of our our wealth building ladder. Okay. Now, with the second rung of the wealth building ladder, we are chime and SoFi. I love it. Now, with the second rung of the wealth building ladder is where we come in, where we're teaching you how to actually day trade. Okay. That's on a daily basis where you're working and you're making consistent profit buying or selling stocks at the same time. Okay. In the same day. That is that is like a income creator. Obviously, you work, right? You have a full-time job, but this is another stream of income that you are now able to take that profit and you have what we call a profit pool. Okay. Now, with the profit pool, you're then able to now disperse those dollars. We're not buying a bag, we're not buying a car, we're not buying nothing like that. We are worried about wealth creation. Now we take those dollars and we go make them make more money for us, right? We go deploy them to our swing trades. Swing trades are what we call small momentum rides. Those last a few days to a few weeks. Those are where we're able to now, hey, put this money into these dollars that I've made day trading, put them into this trade and let them play out. If I believe that there's going to be a short-term burst in Microsoft, Google, whatever the case is, I put away a certain amount and let the swing trade play out. This is also a good option if you are not able to be on the charts every single day. Swing trades are usually a great way to do that, but they don't come around every day. That's the thing with swing trades, right? This setup has to produce itself. That's the thing when it comes to swings. Now the fourth rung of the wealth ladder is going to be leaps. LEAP stands for long-term equity anticipation securities. Okay, long-term options. Now I'm gonna go back to Tesla. Tesla, one of my favorite stocks to trade. If we see that Tesla's going to actually go make this deal with the US government, right? And actually be the producers of the all the police cars, but it's not happening until the end of 2027, then you would be purchasing a leap where you're going to be purchasing the Tesla. You believe that price is going to go up for Tesla or down, whatever your thoughts are in regards to that. We believe it's going to go up. That's positive news, right? So you purchase a call option or a call leap and you let that place sit, right? You let it sit and you let it holds for a year or two. And then when price action goes into your favor, that's when you're able to sell those leaves and profit. Okay. So that is the four rungs for the trade to the wealth ladder. Remember the four rungs are our high yield day trades, swing trades, and leap trades. Okay, one second. Thanks, coach. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Okay. You got the account. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, beautiful. Now, these are what I wanted to show y'all what leaps and swings look like when it turns into profit. Can y'all imagine what 900% return looks like on an investment that you made? Do you get 900% in the bank account right now? Have you seen one time that you opened your bank account, your Bank of America was like, yes, we're up 900%. We're up 250%, right? Oh my goodness. If only, y'all, right? But this is the thing. Better said, no, never. This is the thing where when it comes to understanding the information, unlocking what's possible when you actually understand how to read the stock charts, things like this are able to happen. Okay. You're able to get a 364% return, 250% return, 500% return, 900. This is off of swings or leaps where my friend here did not have to watch the chart. And I want y'all to know this is a nurse. Her name is Charlie. She's a mom and a nurse, but yet able to still maximize the wealth ladder by knowing first how to day trade, having profits to now move into these leaps or swing accounts. All right. Now, oh, thanks, Trey. I really appreciate that. Thanks. Yes. Congratulations, Charlie. That's I'm so proud of when individuals are able to actually employ the information or deploy it and actually make it register for them. So I want to ask you something. Do you believe that this can be your future. And if you do, right? Say I'm next. Right? Do if you really were like, okay, I'm following the steps. I understand the bullish, I understand the bearish, I understand the choppy, I understand the call, I understand the put. I'm here understanding that I need more than one wealth generating ladder, right? I know the four rungs now. I need to figure out how to get, I got the high yield. We're going to learn how to day trade. Then I'm going to understand the leaps, right? Now I should be excited about the rest of 2026 into 2027. I should be excited about the fact that, oh, I'm accessing information, right? I am getting to this area where it used to seem foreign for me. It seemed far off. It seemed not in the cards for me, right? But the reason why I show you these things is not to brag. It's to show you what individuals are doing with access to information. The only change that they have versus you is the info, right? Now, this is where I was hung up in the beginning, and I don't know if this was any of y'all. All I wanted to make was $200 a day. Hello? Because I could do simple math. And this is the scary but reality of my life as a teacher. That was how much I made for 8 hours of my life. $200. Now, if I can sit at a computer for an hour, 30 minutes and make that my salary in a day, sign me up yesterday, right? Sign me up yesterday. But this is what I want y'all to know. You don't need to be a technical expert. You do not need to be a Wall Street genius. You do not need to be a math fanatic to make $200 a day. You just need to know these things, right? These three things. Trend, identifying your trend. Bullish, green, up, right? Okay, Stephanie, I see you, Audrey. I think I see you, Audrey. Bullish is green. That means that price is moving up. And bearish is red. Price is going down. Bullish, I'm going to be interested in purchasing a call. Bearish, I'm going to be interested in purchasing a put. Okay. Now, when we're talking about support and resistance, understanding support is that floor where buyers are hanging out at. Buyers create support levels and push price up. Support levels are the ceiling, and those are where sellers hang out and push price down. Okay. And finally, volume. Who is in control and who's stepping up during this time period? Is it buyers? Are buyers stepping up and confirming this uptrend, right? Is this a true uptrend when buyers are actually stepping in and taking control? Or is this a downtrend where sellers are stepping in and taking control? Who is actually showing up right now? Okay. Now here's a real trend that we took in real time, and I want to talk out the thought process so you can actually hear it because we talked about a few things and we showed you our checklist, but I know there's some of my friends in here that I see y'all are like, yeah, how does this make sense? So I trade on the 2 and the 5 minute time frame. Remember New York market, and this was a trade we took on SPY. As you can see, price was trending up. Right? Price made new highs, price kept moving higher. And this yellow line is going to represent this dotted yellow line is my pre-market high or pre-market low levels. In this case, price found resistance here. Remember, it's that ceiling price was unable to continue to rise. It created a pullback once it found that resistance level. But the thing is, the system that we trade, we're cool with pullbacks. We understand that price needs that pullback in order to continue in the direction that it was previously going, right, in the upward direction. This white line is my 200 simple moving average, which is an indicator that acts as a strong level of support or resistance. In this case, because it's underneath price action, it is a support, it's a floor. So once price was able to pull back to that hourly, the 200 simple moving average, I found my entry to the upside and then I purchased. What type of contract did I purchase again? What y'all think? What type of contract did I purchase? C or P? If you're following. Hmm. I'm gonna do what the young people do. Good job. Yes, if we're in an uptrend, I purchased call contracts here. Price was then able to break through that previous level of resistance, making this a beautiful move to the upside. Understanding my entry was here, and then my stop loss was simply on the opposite side of this hour, the 200 simple moving average, right? Always having an entry and always having a stop loss. Define entry, define stop loss. I didn't do anything fancy, y'all. I want y'all to see. I didn't do anything fancy. I broke price, was able to create a trend. I identified what type of contract that I was interested in. I waited for my entry, executed my entry, took profit as price went in my favor. Alrighty. Now, this is the thing. We went over a lot tonight. Here's what we were able to cover this evening and what it has not covered, right? What we did here, we were able to identify what the mindset of a trader is, how the market actually moves, and what does it look like to actually take a real trade. But knowing the framework and actually executing it with confidence are two different things. There's a gap between I understand this and that I can do this consistently. This is where most people get stuck. So here's the question that you have to ask yourself. Am I going to to figure this out on my own, or am I going to do this alongside coaches who have already figured it out? Right? That's the question that you have to ask yourself right now or this evening. So let me ask you another question. I want to ask you a question. Have you enjoyed the evening this far? Like, have you enjoyed the time hanging out with Mike and myself, learned something new? And while you're in this mindset, give me one takeaway that you said, "Oh, okay, this makes sense." One thing that you learned, something new. Give me your one takeaway. Give me your one takeaway that you learned thus far. ORB. I'm next. Yes, call versus puts. All right. ORB, paper trading bullish, risk to reward. All right. You don't need to know everything. Very true. Call versus put. High yield savings account. Yep. Entries and exits. Sticking to the steps. Understanding calls versus puts. Very, very good. Very, very good. Awesome. Yes. Let's get it. Entries versus exits. Awesome. So now, after you have learned and sat with me this time and learned this information, and you are now stuck with the thought process of, hey, do I really want to go to this on my own, or do I want to go with coaches who have already figured this out? Well, I want y'all to know one thing. Mike and I helped thousands of individuals do that very thing, right? Go from where they are here, where they're excited, they have a desire, but you do need a system. You need to really know how to get that edge, have a defined entry, have a defined exit, your reason for entering the trades, and you're able to do this repeatedly. And I want to make y'all understand that's the key word. This is not a one-time thing. This is not a get rich quick scheme or oh yeah, a one-off. Mike and I truly trade everywhere in the world, wherever we go, and we will, as long as the good Lord gives us the opportunity and the Wi-Fi is good. When I check for a hotel, I'm checking for the Wi-Fi because my money doesn't stop because I'm not home. Okay. The skill set is mine and I take that everywhere with me. So I want y'all to understand that when I teach folks this skill set and people ask me, they want to sit down with Mike and I one-on-one for 5 figures. They really are like, yep, once I get with y'all, I can understand the info and I can execute my trades. Yes, I'm willing to pay X amount for this time to be with y'all because they understand that the information is all they need to get to. But that's not what we're doing tonight. I have enjoyed teaching y'all. Y'all have literally made me feel like I'm back in the classroom. So I want to introduce to y'all the 5-day Trade to Wealth Challenge. I am, I love it. You're trading with the Haye. Thank you. Yay, let's go, let's go. I want to introduce the 5-day Trade to Wealth Challenge, y'all. This is where we're going to get you from confused to confident in this 5-day challenge. This is the fast path to get you from I want to learn to placing your first and next trade with confidence. That's the key, y'all. Confidence and clarity. I want you to know that Mike and I are so excited for this. But let me know if you're excited for the Trade to Wealth Challenge. Comment me in the chat for me. If you're excited for 5 days to be with Coach Mike and myself, the information that you've learned here, that's like not even the appetizer. That's not even the appetizer. The information here, that was just to get y'all get y'all a little preview of what we would be doing in the challenge. Okay. But do y'all want to know in detail what the 5 days will look like? Like the 5 day challenge, what would that look like? The breakdown of what's gonna be there. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, y'all. Yes, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, the 5 day challenge is going to be 5 live training sessions. So, you see how we're interacting like this? That's what the challenge is going to look like. Okay. So, it's not a recording, it's not a video, it's not no modules, it's not none of that. You're in real time talking to Coach Mike and myself. And the goal for us, a goal for you is to help you take your first and next trade with confidence. That's the goal or our mission for that. So think of this as your live hands-on mentorship where you're going to be experiencing Coach Mike and myself. We're going to walk you through and be your accountability partner. So think of this as a 5 day accelerator. This is not a course. And I want y'all to understand something too. I didn't even tell you this yet. Did y'all know we have a futures coach? So in the 5 day challenge, you're going to be exposed to the futures division also, where if you are unable or you want to know about the futures market, you're going to be able to learn about the futures market also in the challenge. So you're going to be able to get a special tutorial from our futures coach, Coach Jordan, during the 5 day challenge. So there are not only one way to make money from the stock market options, but you can also use the futures market. So you can trade in the daytime and in the evening. So just understanding what you that you have options. Now, let's get into detail of the days. This is the breakdown here. This is where it's at. Day one is where we're going to tap into the millionaire mindset. So the proper mindset that you need to have to get you to the next level as a trader, okay? So this is the thing that I want y'all to know. The mindset that you currently have, right? It has gotten you to this point, right? You did all the things right. You did all the trainings, you ascended at your current position and it got you to this point here where you had a desire to learn more, you actually signed up and you want more out of this current life. So this is why you're here. But I want y'all to understand when you want to go to the mindset where you're able to make $1,000 in a day, your first $500 trade, your first $10,000 month, that's a different mindset. Y'all know that, right? So just having that ability to define what that looks like and then be able to then employ it is super important. We're going to be doing that on day one. Day two, you're going to be having your platforms. Now, there's things that you're going to need to actually place the trade, right? You're going to need your brokerage, you're going to need your trading view, which is your charting software. You're going to need to know where those are and how to actually set those up. And that's what we're going to do on day two, right? And the thing with day two is we're gonna get that foundation situated, right? My older brother does construction management and he actually builds skyscrapers here in South Florida. And he showed me one time, I didn't know what I was looking at, but all I knew is that it was deep down in the ground underneath the streets. And I was like, well, the building goes up, but he was just like, bro, we have to have this crazy amount of concrete, like tons and tons of concrete poured to make a foundation for us to make a tall building. So your tall building as a trader, y'all, it starts with this foundation, like understanding what a candlestick is, open, close, high, low, identifying the bearish, bullish, any candlestick patterns, understanding trend, how to identify trend, how to actually find the levels and mark them yourself. These are the things that you need to have as a trader for a foundation, okay? And this is how we mainly differ from anyone else in the industry. And I'll put that up 10 times. We teach you. Okay. So our foundational day is so important. It's going to help with the actual system that we're going to be teaching you. Finally, day three, we're going to go actually understand how the market moves in 2026. Now, with our president, who the president is, there's movements that happen that individuals are able to make life-changing money off of a candlestick or a crazy trend. But if you are not able to maximize those or ever even access the market, how are you going to be able to generate wealth? Now, this is what day three looks like. How to identify what is a favorable market. Why is the market moving in the way it is? And how do I use it to make wealth? That's what day three is. Day four is going to be the chart, reading the charts. Now, this is where Coach Mike is going to is flourishes. He is absolutely a wizard. When I mean a wizard when it comes to it, I'm impressed all the time where he's able to spot trades that individuals like, I don't really see it yet, coach, but then guess what? We're in profit. Okay? So understanding reading the chart. I say right now, and I will say this to every person, if there is not someone in your household that can read the chart, we are not maximizing our earning potential as a family or as individuals on this earth. You have access to the market, but you have just not had the knowledge to understand how to read it. This is what we do here on day four, is understanding what the charts are saying. Finally, day four is we're going to pull the trigger. So we're going to be able to identify our first trade, be it paper or live, and take that first trade with confidence. Now, this is the thing, being able to actually execute the trade, right? That is going to be amazing because you're going to be empowered enough after this 5 day challenge to say, yep, I'm ready to take a trade. So understanding that we're going to be doing this is what we are doing here for that challenge. Now, there's different experiences or different tickets. You're going to need a ticket to get into the challenge. So I'm going to make that very clear. It's not for everybody. It's, but you're going to need a ticket to get into the challenge. So there's different tiers, and I want to highlight the platinum access. Now, the platinum access is where you're going to be able to maximize your time in the challenge. So think of this as the platinum is going to be that first class area, right? Where you are front row, you are premium, you get access to the creme de la creme of the challenge, okay? Now, obviously in the platinum challenge or the platinum ticket, you're going to get your access to the challenge, okay? You're going to come to the 5 classes. But the one thing I want y'all to point out, what I want to point out to you is that along with the 5 day challenge, you're going to get a additional 5 hour Q&A session with Coach Mike and myself. Okay, so during this Q&A session is when you're going to be able to ask those personalized questions that you have had for the previous class. So right now, I know you might have gone through this training or this master class and you're like, okay, I would love to ask that question. In the challenge, the platinum ticket holders are going to be able to ask that question before the session really starts. So you get an additional hour before the actual session. And that is where, as a teacher, the majority of learning happens. I've gone to hours and hours of trainings as a teacher, and the best interaction that happens is that peer-to-peer learning. So peers are asking questions that you never thought that you should have asked. And you're like, wow, that's an awesome question. I get that. That's a wonderful, wonderful question. So that VIP, or excuse me, that platinum Q&A session is going to be a great asset to your learning throughout the challenge. You're also going to come to this networking night. And I want y'all to understand, when you're elevating and being in a room of individuals that have that same mindset is priceless, right? Because currently where you are or in your life, you ain't got nobody to talk to. Let's just be real. When I was in my teacher world and elevating, all I had to talk to was who? Other teachers that are in the same place as me. They're not giving me any advice. They are not my accountability partner. They are not showing me any access or giving me any direction. They are just giving me what? More teacher information. But when you're trying to get out of this circle and elevate, you need to be able to talk to individuals that are doing that same thing. So the platinum networking night is via Zoom. in inside of the challenge, but it's only for platinum members. So only platinum members are networking and talking to other platinum members, connecting, understanding, and seeing that, hey, we're in this same desire and this goal together. Let's partner on this. Let's make sure that we're holding each other accountable on doing our homework, on showing up, right? So that is the networking night that is only for platinum members. You're also going to be able to get access to the platinum only Telegram group, where that is where you're going to be able to get access right now as soon as you sign up, and you're going to be able to meet all your other platinum members there, right? Customer service is there, Coach Mike and myself are there, and you're going to be able to use that as another networking tool and get firsthand access. If there's any news or any information that comes about during the challenge, guess who's going to get the access first? The Telegram Platinum Telegram group. Okay, so this is where Platinum members has that, what, like I said, that VIP first class experience. You're also the next thing that is platinum, the platinum members get is going to be our textbook. As a teacher, y'all, one of the things that was the most important thing, other than your notebook, is going to be your textbook. So the textbook is something that you're going to use to follow along in the challenge. But think of this, it's your textbook to use in your trading journey. Okay. So as you're going through your trading, you're going to be able to access that information, follow along with what we're doing in the challenge. But then, hey, I'm on month 4 of my trading. What did Taneisha say about levels? Let me go back and look in my textbook to refer back to that and then apply it while I'm trading. Okay. So this is the things that I want y'all to understand when it comes to the best or the most premium experience to the challenge would be platinum. Now listen, if I was to be able to break down all the things that we are going to be experiencing during platinum, the challenge, it would easily equal $2,500, right? So that 5 days of training, that's easily $997 by itself, okay? Not to mention the kickoff call that we're going to have, the platinum kickoff call. The 5 extra hours of Q&A is $497 by itself. The Telegram group and the networking night is another $300 by itself. And the fast action bonus and that extra training with myself is going to easily be an additional $500. But that would easily total $2,500. But that's the thing. You're not paying $2,500 today. You're not. That's the crazy part about it. Michael's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes. Yes, I'm dead serious. You're not gonna pay $2,500 tonight. I want to make sure I help as many families access this information and move 2026 and use that as the catalyst for 2027 on and getting into the info. Remember, we were talking about info is the key. So I want y'all to know for tonight, as for a platinum ticket, it is only going to be $497 to secure your platinum ticket for the Trade to Wealth challenge. So team, I want you to go ahead and give our friends a chance to go ahead and secure their ticket. You can go ahead and drop that link in the chat for me to secure your ticket for the challenge. So, my friends, I want y'all to know one thing is that once you have tapped into that challenge, I want you to go ahead and put done in the chat for me. Let me know that you've secured your ticket. And I want to congratulate the first friends that have signed up for their Trade to Wealth Challenge ticket. Okay. Um, so okay, the dates are there, but we're gonna come earlier. We're gonna get in here earlier because I want to get to the information earlier. All right, all right, all right, all right. Alrighty, I want to go ahead and okay, so once you have secured your ticket, go ahead and click done in the chat for me or type done in the chat for me, or if you're working on it, go ahead and put working on it in the chat for me. I want to make sure I congratulate that first person that um signs up for the challenge. Okay, I see you working on it. Let me know if you're working on it. So once you have gone to tradetowealthchallenge.com, right, you'll be able to see that you have access to the different tickets. So we have the platinum ticket. Go ahead and click that link, and you'll be able to see that you have the platinum ticket, Remember, the platinum ticket gives you the most premium experience for the whole challenge, right? But you do have different options, okay? You do also have the VIP experience. Now, the VIP experience gets you to come to the VIP kickoff call, so you're gonna now be in the room with platinum friends. So VIP, you're gonna get access to that that room also, and you're gonna be able to listen in on the Q&A session. Okay, so you'll be able to attend the Q&A session, not necessarily ask the question, but you'll be in that room too. Okay. And we do have the general admission. So if you just want to get in the room and actually be around the information, you can still get access through general admission also. Okay. So once you go ahead and click on get your ticket, you'll be able to go to the screen here. Y'all, you have buy now, pay later option. That is really, really valuable. You know what that means? That means that you can buy now, access the information to generate wealth and pay later. Y'all, let's just be real. What have we've been using our buy now pay later for? Shein, Fashion Nova, Nike, things that are not wealth creating things, right? What if you use your buy now pay later for something that you're able to make that $500 over and over and over again for your lifetime? This is what we do when we're wealth creating, okay? You find things that are going to be asset creators and not liabilities. So you have that Sizzle, you have Afterpay, you have Klarna, you have access to all of those to be able to use to secure your ticket. So I want to go ahead and congratulate those friends who have signed up for their ticket for the challenge. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be the wealth creator for their family. Okay. Who's going to be the one that's going to be changing their family's trajectory using this thing called trade to wealth. Okay. Because the stock market is here. The stock market is here. The information is here. I want to make sure that I am tapping into those. I'm congratulating my first platinum members. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I see some friends are working on it. Congratulations. Let's go, let's go. So this here. All righty. So that, like I was saying, when it comes to the price of the ticket, that's less than one good trade to pay for your ticket to get in the room to access the information. So I want y'all to understand that alrighty, alrighty. So let me tell you something here. I'm going to give access to the first 10 platinum members that sign up for their tickets. I want to make sure I bless y'all and give y'all access to something that I have secured via my membership through or my partnership with this prop firm. Remember, we were talking about a prop firm or the ability to actually use that prop firm to generate wealth prior to actually signing up or using your real money. So the prop firm here gives you the opportunity to actually trade without using your real capital. So to the first 10 friends who sign up for their platinum ticket, I'm going to give to you a free $50,000 prop firm account. What that means, my friend, is that you're going to be able to access $50,000 of trading capital with $0, and you're going to be able to use that to leverage and generate wealth. Okay. Yep. We have options platform prop options prop firm. So that is a gift to our first 10 platinum members, and the team is going to be getting that name so that we can actually hand that over to you. So congratulations, Emily, for securing your platinum ticket. I see you. Congratulations. I can't wait to see you in the challenge. It's going to be amazing. Congratulations, Cindy, for joining. I see you. Congratulations, Cindy. All right, all right, all right. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Congratulations, Rochelle, for signing up for your platinum ticket. Congratulations. I see you. Congratulations. We're going to have an amazing time in the challenge. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be an awesome time. All right. Now, the thing when it comes to the challenge, I want to make sure you know who this is for. This is for those incomplete beginners. I love it when we have a beginner that is brand new to the world of trading because you don't have any bad habits that I have to untrain or unlearn. Or if you have tried something before and you've never had a real system. So there's folks that you may have started trading and you never really had a system of having a defined entry or exit. I want y'all to understand one thing, that you are going to be able to get your system here in the Trade to Wealth challenge. This is also if you're a busy parent who needs a clear, structured path and you want to create another stream of income, right? You're like, I need an extra $200 a day, $100 a day, $500 in the week would be wonderful. And you believe that you are worthy of creating generational wealth. That's something that you have wanted to do. You wanted to be a legacy creator. You wanted to be the one that's going to start this thing with your family. I want you to, that is who this challenge is for. Okay. Now, this challenge is also for those individuals. This challenge is not for you if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme. I want y'all to make that, I want to make that painfully clear. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not for those individuals that are, oh yeah, I want to try a little thing here and make this money. No. And then also, if you're not willing to show up for the 5 days, you have to be able to be willing to sign up, actually come for those 5 days. So I want to say, if you're still working on it, go ahead and let me know if you're working on it. But let me know if you invested in yourself. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I see you, D. Let's go. Let's go. I see you. Congratulations. Deidre. Congratulations on securing your platinum ticket. Wonderful. I'm gonna see you in the challenge. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Hi. Congratulations, Charisma, on securing your platinum ticket. I'm gonna see you in the challenge. Congratulations, Felicia. I see all my platinum friends tapping in. I see you. I see you. Congratulations on securing your ticket. All righty. Now, listen, like I said, I love it when I have complete brand new traders to individual, to this challenge to teach, because I don't have to worry about undoing any bad habits that you have had thus far. I want to show you real quick. Nikki here was able to get her first $1,000 in a day. Now I want y'all to understand that how powerful that is. Like tomorrow is Wednesday. If you're able to see the trade tomorrow and say, wow, yeah, I made $1,000, you can decide, hey, I'm done trading for the week, or I'm going to be able to trade again Thursday and Friday. And guess what? When Monday comes around again, you get to do that again. Are you that is the power of having a skill set. But if you're unable to, or you don't know how to do it, then that is the difference, my friends. That is the difference. Being able to actually understand how to use the market on a daily basis is what we're going to be tapping into with the challenge. With the challenge, you're going to be able to tap into that information that Maurice used to get his account up 300%. What that means, y'all, whatever money he invested in his trading account, it is now up by 300%. Okay, my friends? So the thing that I want y'all to understand is the shift that you're going to experience in the challenge is something that will take you not only into 2026, but 2027 and on. Okay, so that is the one thing I want y'all to understand, that when it comes to learning this skill set, this is something that's going to be with you forever. Congratulations, Freddie. Kenneth, you in? Congrats. I see you. Congratulations on securing your ticket. Congratulations. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me know once you have secured your ticket in the chat. All right, congratulations, Cedric. I see you. You've been chatting. I see you. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Congratulations, Maria, on securing your platinum ticket. Now this here, like if you have lost money before trading, here's what probably has happened. You probably tried a bunch of different strategies and hopped around and never actually learned how to trade. And this is the thing that I'm serious about, and Coach Mike and are serious about, is actually making you understand how to trade, or giving you the knowledge to feel confident to take a trade. This is not just sitting back and watching us, okay? This is us actually giving you the knowledge. We are one of the terms that we use in our teaching or with our community is that we're teaching you how to fish. This is not a you sit back and you wait to get fed. That's not how we get down. Everyone is grown here. You're an adult. You deserve to have the knowledge. But the thing is, we have to be able to actually teach you. So I'm excited to have 5 days with you where you're going to be with Coach Mike and myself, Coach Jordan. You're going to be in that nucleus of that area of the challenge where, hey, you get to block out any other noise. You're listening to two voices, the voices of your coaches, and getting the same defined strategy to actually get an edge of understanding your entries, your exits, what a good trade looks like versus what doesn't look like a good trade, right? And actually making sense of what the market means. Okay. So congratulations, Charma. Is it Charma? Congratulations, Elizabeth, on securing your ticket. Let's go. Let's go. So the sessions are in the evening. Okay. So there will be 7 p.m. Eastern, but Platinum, you get started at 6 p.m. And I want y'all to know this is one thing. You can go it alone. You can go it alone and you can go around this world in this circle of I'm gonna try to figure it out. YouTube University. I get that. You're gonna see me a lot on there. You definitely gonna see me a lot on there. But what I want y'all to understand is that the you can do this the hard way. It's called freedom of choice. You can do it. You may figure it out eventually after losing money, stress, time, and getting unnecessary gray hairs, or tap into this challenge, unlock the information that you have desired for the longest, and get the ball rolling on the life you desire. Okay? Because we about to move. Okay? Remember what I told you, the market's moving. And the longer you wait on the sideline and let it move without you, that is you're giving yourself a disservice. So Miss Robinson here has went and tried to learn it before and have had a hard time till they were able to tap into a system. The thing that makes it simpler, y'all, or easiest, right? The easiest is to have a defined entry and exit, right? That's the thing. Because where you are right now, you're probably like, what am I looking at? Why does it look good? How do I even know where to go or what's a good trade? So when someone says like this, Robinson said, oh, it was easier or understanding profitable strategies because she understood her entry. She understood why she was getting into the trade. She understood why why it's a good trade versus why it's not. So remember, when you are looking at your tickets, right? Remember you have the opportunity to go here, okay? And what you're going to be looking at here is you have that buy now, pay later option, right? You have three ticket options. You have the platinum option, and then you also have the VIP option there. And once you click on your ticket, whatever ticket you decide, you'll be able to get access to that sizzle, the afterpay, right? Where you're able to buy now, pay later, Klarna, and afterpay and Cash App, okay? Now, Tawanda? Did I say it right? Congratulations. Congratulations on securing your platinum ticket, my dear. Congratulations. I hope I said that right. All right. Chatal, beautiful. Congratulations for securing your tickets. Natasha, you in there? Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, thanks for letting us know that. All right, Brandon, I see you locked into platinum. I see you. Congratulations, Brandon Scott. Congratulations for securing your platinum ticket. We're gonna do the giveaway for the high yields because we do have to do that, the high yield savings account, and also the platinum friends, the 10 platinum friends. Um, the names for the 10 platinum friends and the high yield two friends that I'm gonna fund your savings account this evening. So give me another few minutes. We're going to give those names. And also, Don't leave till you get your takeaway. Okay. Don't leave till you get your takeaway. So listen, you have two options right now, right? Two options, and it's very simple. One option is to go alone. Try to figure it out. It's definitely out there. You can freely go figure it out, right? But that might work eventually. Second option is to actually join the community and join the challenge and get a proven system where you've seen Gina made her first $7,100. Brandon was able to make $9,500. Nikki was able to make $100 and then turn that into her first $1,000 trade. And countless other individuals were able to execute using the same system that you're going to learn. So this is the thing. This is that moment. Y'all know there's pivotal points that you can think back where things happen, okay? Where things happen and things shift in your life. This is one of those moments where you're able to actually make a choice of where you currently are, where you want to go, and actually having an opportunity to see it through. This is where we have those two options. Okay. So letting you know you have two options right now. Now I want y'all to know, remember I told y'all you don't have to know everything to be able to make $200 in a day. I want you to know Brittany here, this is second day live trading. So what that means is previously she was paper trading. Second day live trading, that means she's trading her real money. The first trade of the day cashed out 150. How cool is that? Where you go from like, man, I was had a desire to learn this thing and now I have the skill set. And the you remember we said earlier, one trade a day, one trade away, one trade. Her first trade was 150 and she was able to access this skill set that is now hers. I want y'all to put in the chat for me real quick. No opportunity wasted. Put now. Put now in the chat because this is the time where you have said, I'm next. This is for me. I want this. I have financial goals. I have desires for myself. I want more. And your opportunity is here. You have access to the information. Get your ticket, right? You have three options. You can go ahead and get that platinum, right? Which is only $497. You can go and get the VIP $297, or just get in the room, get general admission, right? Literally get in the room for $97, access for 5 days. 5 days with with three coaches where you're going to be able to tap into the information that others are using on a daily basis. Okay? All right. Jamar, congratulations on securing your platinum ticket. I see you. If you're still working on it, let me know in the chats. Support is here to help with that. Congratulations on you securing your platinum ticket. Now, this is the thing here with um that trading gives you. Trading gives you freedom. I want y'all to understand that trading gives you freedom. Okay? Now, trading gives you the freedom, and freedom, it should be the goal. The freedom of choice and opportunity. So with being able to access information, you're going to be able to tap into that freedom. And I get some questions asked all the time, like, and I've actually got some DM questions right now. What if I've tried to learn trading before and I still feel confused? Well, this is the beauty of being inside of a community with coaches, right? You're able to ask those questions, especially if you're a platinum member. This is exactly what we created the system for, right? A lot of people come to us, they've watched YouTube videos, they might have gone to those gurus we've talked about, right? And they've joined groups, but they never actually understood or learned how to trade. So we break things down step by step so you are not left trying to figure this out alone. That's the difference between us and the way that we teach here. What if I'm brand new and don't know anything about options? Beautiful. That's perfect, right? We are going to be able to teach you step by step the foundational skills. Remember, in day two, where we're going to give you those foundational skills, and you're going to be able to ask questions as you go. And this is the way that you're able to build consistency and start to understand what you're doing and what you're actually looking at when it comes to trading. Okay. So oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Angie, congratulations for tapping in. I'm excited to see you in the challenge. Congratulations. Yay. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, all right, all right, all right. Thanks. Very good, very good. Now, then the second question that I get or question that I have is, what if I'm scared to lose money? Well, that's normal. Like understanding that that is normal, that's a part of it. And it's this that shows that you actually care because you took time to actually make this money. That's why we actually teach risk management. We teach paper trading and we teach how to understand position sizing and patience as you go. So the goal is not to gamble. The goal is to learn how to trade with a plan. Okay. Now, when it comes to our goal here, um, yes, all the sessions are recorded. Now, this is Tia. She started with $400, and with what we've taught her, she was able to actually grow her account to $4,000. Now, I know that that would be life-changing information because if you're able to go from 4 to 4,000, my friends, you can continue. It doesn't stop there. It's not the dollar amount. And I want y'all to know that when it comes to this thing or the skill set called trading, the dollar amount is not, that's a byproduct. The knowledge is invaluable as an individual that has another stream of income, and the skill set is now yours. Okay. Um, so okay, congratulations, Raquel, on taking action. We love that. Congratulations. I want y'all to know one thing though. When it comes to this new phase that you're in or this desire that you have for yourself, you deserve to see what that lifestyle looks like. Because currently you've only done this lifestyle where you work for a certain amount of money, then you have your one vacation here and there. But have you seen the future that looks like when you are a trader? Have you seen what that looks like? You, the trader, right? You, the individual that have another source of wealth creation. You understand the stock market. You understand what investment looks like. You understand what it means to be the pillar of your family. You deserve to see what that looks like. And I want y'all, you said earlier one trade away, but Mike and I would not have been able to see what that looks like if we did not tap in. But I want you to know you deserve to see who you can be with this skill set added to your lifestyle, added to you as another stream of income. You deserve to see what that looks like. So remember, you have three options. You have the platinum ticket for 497. You have the VIP access, and you also have that general admission ticket for only 97. So you have three options to tap in. If you have been on here, if you were able to follow, if you were able to process anything that I said, imagine if you're here us here for 5 days. Imagine if you were here for 5 more hours on top of that 5 days, right? You are then able to unlock even more information and then apply that in real time. Like that is the key. When you are here, you things made sense to you. Now you're going to be able to be in that same learning environment that we were here, that we cultivated during this time for 5 whole days. So I want y'all to know that the change is happening, and it's gonna be an amazing time. All right. So I said shout out to Gerald for joining. Congratulations for securing your platinum ticket. Takeisha, congratulations. I see you secured your ticket. Congrats. Congrats. All right, Stephanie. Let's get it, Stephanie. Congratulations. I saw you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Sakina, congratulations on securing your ticket. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Amanda.
I'm about to pick the high heels soon, so last people sign up.
All right, so we're about to name the high yield folks. So go ahead. If you have not yet secured your high yield savings account, you have one more chance to go ahead and click and secure so that we can fund your account $200. Two accounts. We're going to give away two accounts. So if you have not done so yet, you have one more chance to do that. Thank you, team, for dropping that link for those friends to secure their ticket, or excuse me, their high yield savings account. Okay. Now, another question that you might have, or I've gotten in the chat, is that, oh, I don't have a lot of money to start. This is cool because we have, like I said, we have a partnership with the First Options prop firm. And also, Options does not take thousands and thousands of dollars to begin your learning process. Many of my students start with a small account while learning and building their skill and their confidence. So this is the beauty of Options. You do not need hundreds of thousands of dollars to make a awesome return on your investment. So this is the beauty of the way that we teach and how we actually trade. So congratulations, Amanda, on securing your ticket. I see you. Let's go. We're gonna have an amazing time in the challenge. So, what if you work a full-time job? That's a question I'm getting. What if I work a full-time job? I ain't gonna lie. A lot of us do, right? I did. My husband did. But the we have a system that we are able to teach you, that you're able to have your charts alerts on, and we also have a the futures division that that they trade 7 p.m. Eastern Monday through Thursday. So you have options, okay? John A, congratulations. Okay, Latrice, I see you. Congrats on joining and securing your platinum tickets. Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 Latrice. Congratulations. Now, then that's fine. We have a futures coach that trains you also. That's awesome. So, I see that there we have some friends. I see that we're starting in September. But before that time, we're going to make sure that you're able to maximize that time. We do have a portal that you're going to be able to access information, and also the dates, they're tentative. I'm not going to lie. I totally agree with you. So I will keep you updated. Most likely they're gonna move up. We're gonna start sooner because I know you're clamoring, you want to learn. So most likely you're gonna start earlier. So tentatively you might start on the end of August because I know the desire to learn and I want to teach you. So go ahead and secure your ticket. We'll keep you posted. Just know the time that class will start will always be that 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So you're so welcome, Audrey. No worries. June, congratulations for securing your ticket. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, while you're inside, while you're here, my friends, you have access to the platinum ticket. Remember, the platinum ticket gives you the opportunity to get full access, that VIP experience on everything that we're doing. And then you either have the VIP where you're able to get access to the kickoff call and also the Q&A session. Those 5 extra hours, can I tell y'all the kind of breakthrough that those 5 extra hours have proven are going to be so valuable because you're not just listening to us talk. You're able to unmute and talk and ask your specific question to Coach Mike or myself during that time. So that time that you're able to get with us, coaches that are able to get, I coach thousands of people, y'all. You get to have that one-on-one time. A lot of y'all have asked, well, one-on-one. That's a one-on-one. 5 hours of one-on-one. Okay, so that is where you're going to be able to get some real information unlocked. So make sure you secured your platinum ticket. If you're still working on it, let me know. Okay. All right. So we're about to get the Haye people, and we're about to go ahead and um get those names. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So first, before we go with the platinum, the high yield, I'm gonna give the winners of the platinum, the prop firm challenge. Excuse me, the prop firm, the $50,000 prop firm wins. I'm gonna make sure I give you those names right now. Okay, so the first winner, congratulations, Deidre. Congratulations, Deirdre B. Malaya. That's a pretty name. Malaya, congratulations. Charisma, congratulations to Charisma. Felicia, congratulations on your $50,000 prop firm account. Emily, congratulations to you. Rochelle, congratulations. You are a winner. Elizabeth, congratulations to you.
in the challenge. We'll see if we can get some more. Maybe it'd be nice.
Charma, congratulations. I hope I'm saying that right. And also Sydney. Cindy, it's not Sydney. Cindy. You're so welcome. Yay. Okay, Beretta, no, that's no problem. Congratulations. Okay, so those winners, those platinum friends that won, make sure you're going to be on the lookout for your prop form code so you can sign up. We do have your email address, so we'll be sending that over um tomorrow, Wednesday. Yes, okay. CJ, okay. I got you. I got you. You're so welcome, Liz. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna announce the high yield, the two friends who won the high yield funded account there. We're gonna go ahead and announce those names too. Those friends who put done in the chat who secured their either their SoFi, their Amex, their Chime, their any of those savings accounts, a high yield savings account, to not only win the $200, but also the skill set or the desire to actually grow your wealth ladder, okay, using that as your first rung. So remember, if you have not gone yet, go to tradetowealthchallenge.com, guys, and make sure you go ahead and select either platinum ticket, VIP ticket, general admission ticket, and conclude your enrollment. Remember, you have that buy now, pay later option. Chime is, yes, Chime is a high yield. They have a high yield savings account there also. Yes. Um, Make sure you go ahead and secure your ticket for the challenge here, okay? Remember, once again, you have that buy now, pay later option where you can use that Sizzle, Cash App, Afterpay, Klarna to once again secure your ticket for the challenge. Alrighty. Now, one of the things that another question that I've gotten, and it's this is the craziest thing, is that I have someone that asked me this. What if I don't feel like I'm smart enough to learn options, right? You do not, I want to make this clear. You do not have to be a genius. All you need is the right teacher, a proven system, right? And the willingness to practice, the willingness to be held accountable, the willingness to work alongside your coaches. And I want y'all to know this. I have taught babies how to read, right? I've taught babies literally came in with only letters and they left me learning how to read a book. I can teach you how to read a chart. Okay, I can teach you how to read a chart. I can teach you how to understand what the charts are saying and for it to make sense. But we need to tap into the actual challenge. So make sure you go ahead and let me know if you're still working on your ticket. Let me know if you're still working on your ticket. And if you have secured your ticket, go ahead and let me know so I can say congratulations to you. Okay. Okay, Bethany, I see you working on it. Wonderful. Now, I want y'all to know I have some students in the group that have or have worked with me, and thanks for letting me know you're working. And Stephanie, I see you. Wonderful. Congratulations. That have worked and learned with Mike and myself, and it's such a blessing to see these wins. I want y'all to know that what these mean. This is the P&L here. So this is Johnny here. He said took NVIDIA, left runners, and not a bad first 15 to 20 minutes. Can y'all understand what this means? In 15 to 20 minutes, they were able to make $331. Right? This is something that I want y'all to know that is something we do on a daily basis, right? Today was Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have a full week to have the opportunity. But the only way you get to the opportunity, y'all, is to access the information. Okay. And this is because these individuals tapped in. They learned how to trade, they learned how to actually understand what's going on and are able to execute. Okay. Bezo is another one here. He was able to make $4,499. So $4,500. And on a Tuesday. Y'all, I want y'all to know this is available for you and access to that. It will be happening in the challenge. The information will be inside that 5-day challenge. So I'm excited for what we're about to do. And I want y'all to know something here. Look, this is Johnny here. Okay. I want y'all to understand what he's saying. 3 consecutive trading days on multiple trades. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, making money from trading. This is the thing that I want y'all to understand, that is what people are doing. People are doing this on a daily basis. And the only difference, what is it? The difference is info. And you're gonna, that 5 day challenge is where we're gonna get into that information. Okay. Now, I want to say congratulations to the next friends who started. I saw some folks tapped in. I saw Stephanie tapped in. Congratulations, Renee. I knew you was coming, Coach Renee. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, D. D said I got access to the information. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. It's going to be a wonderful time in the challenge here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I want you to give yourself, your future self, the gift of this knowledge. The gift of the information that you've been desiring for the longest, the access that you've been desiring for the longest, the transformation that you've been desiring for the longest, that joy to know that you are acquiring the skill set that's going to give you the freedom to make choices. One of the things Mike and I like to say is options gives you options, right? And I want you to take on this persona or this mindset about yourself. I deserve to have options. So type in the chat, I deserve it. Because if you are thinking, oh, this is not for me, or I ain't got the time, I ain't got the this, you're disqualifying yourself. I want you to know that. But if you go and you say, I deserve this, I know that I'm a good person, that I pay my tithes. I don't wrong anybody. I don't owe anybody any crazy money. I show up for my family. I do the right thing at work. I see people doing some sneaky stuff, but I don't do that, right? I want you to know that you deserve this. Okay? You deserve the opportunity to see what that looks like, the future you with the skill of trading, right? And the only thing that was standing in your way of your future self and you and where you currently are is just the lack of information. So by tapping into this 5 day challenge, you're bridging that gap. Do y'all know what a mentor does? A mentor is able to collapse time, right? So there's an area or there's a time where you are here or that confused. You're not sure of what this trading thing can be or how can it be used. But instead of you going it alone and fumbling around videos and clicking on this one, getting confused, you tap into a mentor with a proven system that has shown you that there's individuals that they have taught that are making this kind of money. And once you tap into the information, now it collapsed that time of where you currently are to where you want to go, right? This is access. This is getting in the right room. This is getting into the right information. A proven system that is able to now be translated to your life and you're able to now interject it. So let me know if you're still working on your ticket. Yes, Charles, you sure do deserve it. If you're still working on your ticket here. Okay, so when it comes to time freedom, okay, when it comes to time freedom, you're going to be able to, that's what trading does. Trading is able to give you that time freedom that you're able to access now anywhere you go, right? Now, like before my Mike and myself were trading, we had to trade our time for money, right? We had to trade our time because you had to clock in and you were stuck at a workplace for a certain time, right? And you had a certain amount of time that you had to be there and you get paid for that. But now I want y'all to see what we've been experiencing or seeing in trading is that you saw what Brandon did. Brandon said, one trade, $9,500. Gina said, 1 hour, $7,100. No longer, when you are a trader, do you trade time for money. You trade money for time because now we invest our money to now access freedom. This is the shift when it comes to that millionaire mindset. Okay? That's what trading does. It gives you that freedom to now have the time and the choice. Options give you options, okay? So I want to give a shout out to the two winners of the high yield savings account, right? And the first one is going to be CJ. CJ, I know you told me to call you CJ. Charma is Charma. Jeremiah, sorry. CJ, congratulations. Congratulations, CJ. First winner of the high yield savings account. I want to say it right. Okay, you're gonna have to unmute now, okay? Because I gotta say it right, and I'm a big name person, so I want to know how to say it right. And then the second winner is gonna be Harmony. Congratulations! If you're here, you gotta say I'm here, so I know you here. Congratulations, Harmony. Congratulations. Those are two winners of the high yield savings account. So, CJ, can you raise your hand so we can highlight you so I can we can hear from you to say what are you going to do with your deposit, your $200 gift. And so we can hear from you what made you tap in. Team, can you highlight her for me? Oh, there she is. Hello. Team, can you unmute CJ here? Thank
Hi,
you, Amanda. Hi, how you doing?
good. How are you?
Wonderful. So congratulations, winner.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I've been
Yes.
following you guys for a while. So once I heard the challenge was happening, I was really excited to join.
Really? That's so cool. That's so cool. So what are you gonna do with your winnings? Are you gonna hide your savings it, or are you going to put in your trading account?
No, I'm a high yield savings it. I have a 5-year-old
Okay.
daughter, so that's staying right there.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love the opportunity that baby girl is going to have a
Yeah,
leg up from this day on. So congratulations
thank
with
you.
that.
I'm
All
looking
right.
forward to starting a brokerage account for her. So
Ooh, let's get it. So she's just gonna be wealthy all around.
yeah, we
That's
setting her up from now.
let's go. So you're coming to the challenge?
You know it.
Yes,
Teach her
let's
how to
get
read these
it.
charts.
Let's get it. Let's get it. It's gonna be amazing. Well, listen, I want to say congratulations, Mike. I want to say congratulations to you too. And look out for the info. We're gonna send that over this evening, okay?
Thank you. And it's Shamara, but everyone calls me CJ. I'm from Antigua,
Shamara,
so a lot of people can't pronounce it properly. I don't know.
I know it's
It's
prettier than
okay,
what I know it was prettier than what I was saying. That's why I want to know how to say it.
Shamara, but CJ, either or.
Shamara, that's pretty. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
letting me know. It's nice meeting you. All right, all right. Is Harmony in the house still? Harmony, you here? Harmony got to be in here to claim it. I got to see you, Harmony.
Team can get CJ's information, email.
Mm-hmm. Um,
No harmony.
y- going once, going twice. I need Harmony to pop up so I can, if not, I got to pick somebody else. Got to be here. Harmony. Where are you at? Where? Okay, don't see her. Okay. All right, so we got to pick another winner. Team got to pick another winner. All right, all right, all right. All righty, all righty. Here. All right. So a lot of y'all, there's sometimes where, like I said, when you get to this opportunity where there's things that you may get to this point where you're like, oh, it's not the right time. But I want you to know when we said this earlier, and I mean this with everything, every fiber of my being, when you're growing, when you're moving to the next level, there is never that feeling to say, oh, I'm ready, right? And the opportunity or the change that's necessary happens when you do it when you don't feel ready. This is the thing that you should say to yourself. Commit now, figure out the rest later. And this is the thing, you don't have to figure this out by yourself, right? You're going to be figuring this out with your coaches in that 5-day challenge where you're going to be able to access information in real time. So it's not like you're just, oh, let me go watch a video and try to say, oh, let me Google what they say. No, you get to Google here. Go ask us the questions in real time. This is how you're able to get that real coaching experience in real time from coaches that has helped thousands of people change their life. So I want to say congratulations, Harmony. I didn't see Harmony left. So we're gonna have to give Carol, Carol K. If you're here, Carol K. Calhoun? Carol K, if you're here, go ahead and put here in the chat so we know um, that you are here. Okay? So we can name the next winner. Carol K. If you're still here, let me know. See, this is the point. You gotta be in the room. All right. Now, while I'm going to give Carol a good 60 seconds to come up, and if not, we're going to go and pick another winner. Okay? Now, good question. So with that real trade, we're going to be able to access a real live trading session. So platinum members and challenge members are going we're going to extend it to some of the challenge members also that you to be able to take that real trade for the first confident trade, we're going to be able to give you access to that live trading. So you're going to give you're going to be able to take that first trade um, in real time. So yes, the evening sessions are where the teaching happens, but for you to be able to take live trading, it has to happen during the day. So we will be able to give you access to live trading. Yes, very good question. Because we want to be able to take that first trade with confidence. So yes, for sure. So let us go ahead and we Carol didn't come up. Okay. Alrighty. So we need another winner for the giveaway. Alrighty, so we're team is looking for another winner. While we do that, I want y'all to understand what success means. Success means a series of uncontrollable, small, uncomfortable choices that create extraordinary situations. And this is where the change happens in your life. When you're in this moment where you're like, oh, Taneisha, this feels a little bit uncomfortable. This is different. This is something I've never done before. But I want y'all to know when you feel that way, my friends, you lean into it. The most impactful moments of my life are when I was able to do the uncomfortable thing, right? Do the uncomfortable thing. And actually, that's when I was able to see a change. Gina, if you're here, Gina D, are you here? Is Gina D here? You're the next winner for the challenge. Okay. So the high yield savings account. Gina D, are you here? Gina D, and if okay. All righty. All right. So, y'all, the type of person that gets to the next level is going to be the individuals that are not waiting to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to make a life change and then I'm going to feel uncomfortable. Okay. I'm gonna make a life change and then I'm going to regret that life change, right? That life-changing decision. Once I've made it, oh my gosh, I can't believe I bet on myself. Darn it. I actually learned a skill set that is now mine. Yet have I heard an individual that has tapped into this information and say, man, I wish I didn't do that. Right? Now, there's two versions of yourself that you can look at in the mirror tonight. You can look in your mirror and say, wow, I actually tapped into this information. I've been wanting to do this for the longest, and I tapped into the information. I'm so excited for what this holds. Or you look into the mirror and you're saying, yep, I'm gonna be the same person I was before this call because, yep, that's good enough. But can I charge you for a second to say, I want to pick myself. I want to choose myself today. I want to make sure that the next version of me is the best version of me. Okay, the next version of me is the best version, and I'm super excited for what you're about to do. So if you have not yet gone to trade to wealth challenge.com and secured either your platinum ticket, your VIP ticket or your general admission ticket, make sure you go ahead and tap in. Let's do this, y'all. Whoever is here that has entered into the high yield savings account, put me in the chat right now. Go
I'll
ahead.
be honest.
And we can definitely check, just be honest, obviously, because we can make sure that you know that is, but I know my good folks are here, right? All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, SoFi. All right, so let's do this. Okay, team is gonna go ahead and tell me which one, which name. They're gonna message me. All right, all right, all right. All right, I want to say congratulations to Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott, congratulations. All right, all right, all right. Brandon Scott, congratulations. All right. So listen, this is what we're gonna do now. I want y'all to know that we're gonna have an amazing time in the challenge here. We're going to be able to tap into the information. I want to make sure y'all know that there is a time that changes your life, and this is now. Yeah. So I want y'all to know one thing. This is the final thing I want to say, and then we're gonna say good evening. And way to go for those friends who secured their ticket already. I don't want you all to go into the rest of 2026 and 2027 still having a poor mindset. Okay. So what a poor mindset is where you pass over opportunities repeatedly. Okay. And that should be after this interaction or being around this type of information, you need to see or have seen what people are doing with an opportunity, right? So with this opportunity of trading, you're able to now create opportunities for yourself and your families. You should be over or not or totally opposed to passing over opportunities. So no more are you going to be walking around with a poor mindset to say, "Oh yeah, it's not my time," or "It's too much," or "I'm busy," right? The change that you desire are when you start to say yes. The change that you desire is when you start to say yes to yourself, when you bet on yourself, when you tap into the proper information. So, when you are going to go to the next level, you're able to now see what is possible and get the information to help you on that. Okay. So this is what I want y'all to know going forward. We're going to be here to support you, Coach Mike and myself. Congratulations to all those friends who secured their challenge ticket. Congratulations to those prop firm winners and to CJ and also Brandon for winning that $200 gift for your high yield savings account. Until the next time we see y'all, I hope you have a blessed evening. I hope you learned something here, and I can't wait to see y'all in the challenge. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So y'all, I'm signing off. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the night, and it's been such a pleasure hanging out with y'all, and we'll talk soon. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Bye, everyone. One second. The team just told me. I am so sorry. Make sure you, team, can you drop the giveaway? The fast action giveaway. I am so sorry. Um, the fast action giveaway, and then also the survey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to make sure that y'all have y'all gift for staying all the way to the end. So that gift for staying all the way to the end, and also the survey. I want to make sure that y'all are able to get this. Thanks, Nathan. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. You're so welcome, Jenny. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. I appreciate y'all. There you go. Okay, appreciate you, team. Thanks, everyone.
One of my biggest challenges before joining BUA was trying to find out the place that wasn't a scam. But after reading the reviews and joining within the first 5 minutes, I knew this place was not only safe, but it was a home for myself. Seeing how Mike and Taneisha both connect with other students across the world, across the country, and how they got to know them almost on a personal level. One of my very specific breakthroughs was finally when after I stopped cutting corners, went through all the material 2 and 3 times, and then now I found the confidence and the knowledge to not only get in the trades, but take and hold the trades that the coaches would talk about. If you're on the fence about joining a group, don't be. Join it. You can ask anyone at any random time about their experience, and don't wait. Join.
Hi, Coach T. This is Pam A. And your TCT strategy helped me out so much and helped me build confidence and knowing what I should be looking for. So I'm so grateful that I found you and had an opportunity to just learn and keep learning as we go forth. The expectations, I tell her, it's not always wins, but it's an opportunity to gain financial freedom when you understand it and you just be patient and not overthink it too much, as I sometimes do. But yes, I would tell them just try if that's something that you're interested in, and join the BUA family, and you'll get a better understanding of what you can expect and what you want to do with your future financially. I truly enjoyed our first meetup and looking forward to future meetups. Thanks.
I did not know the difference between options, futures. I certainly didn't have a strategy. I did not know how to place a trade. So all those things are things that I've learned since joining BUA. They're very organized. They have the lessons, like I said, the didactic piece. You're on Zoom call where you can ask questions. If the coaches, Coach Taneisha, Coach Jordan, are explaining information that you don't understand, they will stop and say, hey, do you understand this? And you can say yes or no, run back through it. And so it's really a good piece. There's homework and accountability in the boot camp. So that was the piece that I feel like helped everything click for me.
My experience with the Boss Up Academy, it become a great inspiration to me. It really changed my life. Learn how to be patient, more disciplined, but I'm still working on it, you know what I'm saying, getting better. As long as I get 1% better every day, I'm gonna make it with the BU family. Coach Mike and Coach T, they some of the best people I ever been dealing with. Thank God I was able to meet them in person.
When I first started training, man, I was out there like gambling. Like I didn't know anything about charts, about reading levels. And Coach Mike and Coach T, they do a great job taking it from knowledge to born, with showing you why it is you take a trade. If anybody's out there on the fence, I suggest that you come out, give it a try, listen. They'll do a good job with you, sitting you down, showing you a strategy, and showing you why it is we do what we do in these markets out here.
What's up, Boss Up fam? This is Kim. Since I've joined, I have a clear understanding of reading the indicators and marking up charts. Like before, I didn't mark charts. Now I see the importance of it and how they all work together. I feel like I have found my tribe. It's like a little family. And I would even say for even the most experienced trader that it would be a good thing to have community. So if you were thinking about joining Boss Up Academy, or if you're interested in it, give it a try. Like there's nothing to lose. I've made money. I probably could have made more if I was a little more disciplined, which Boss Up Academy teaches discipline. And if you follow the rules, if you follow the strategies, you can't lose,
I just want to let you know that I'm on a cruise ship with one of the best academies available, Boss Up. I looked around at other options and other things, but what I found different from any other group was family. So if you're looking for family and you're looking to trade successfully, what you're looking for is Boss Up. Take it from me.
BUA family, what's up, y'all? Coach T, Coach Mike. My experience here at the BUA been phenomenal. But beyond the money and the monetary benefits, the education is what I love the most. We don't just call out trades and say, hey, jump in here, jump out here. No, we actually learn a strategy. We learn why we get in. We learn where to take profit at. We learn a lot. And on top of that, genuineness, how they care. You know what I'm saying? Care to see you win. I would honestly say take the leap of faith, because what you gain, what you learn, and just growing with others in the community is priceless. Seriously, it's really priceless.
What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Coach T, Coach Mike, the whole BUA family. I know when I first started, I didn't even have a strategy, but it feels good when I'm a part of the community right now and we actually have actual strategy, seeing how consistent they are when they show up, even on vacation. Like they said, it's all about getting 1% better every day.
Honestly, I thought trading options was way too hard for someone like me. And I didn't have thousands of dollars to risk, and I was super scared of losing money. But then I found Taneisha. She literally teaches you like you're in 5th grade. She breaks down every single thing step by step. And the best part is she teaches live, so I can actually learn while trading. The community is super supportive too, and you'll never feel alone. Now, little old me is feeling confident, but the best part of like this whole thing is I'm actually building real financial freedom for me and my family.
So I kept telling myself, nope, it's not for me. But then I found Taneisha. She has this way of making trading feel simple. Like she literally teaches like we're in 5th grade, and honestly, it works. Now, I don't feel scared anymore. I feel empowered. I went from thinking trading was this big intimidating thing to actually being excited and confident to log in and trade. The best part is that this is one skill no one can ever take away from me. If you're watching this and you've been scared to start because it looks too hard or intimidating, I'm here to tell you it's not, especially with Taneisha. She makes it possible for regular people like us. If I can do it, I know you can too.